Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly game master today. I'm also going to be kind of your friendly MC for today, because today we're doing something a little different from our usual. Regular viewers on the channel may be aware that in July of this year we lost one of our friends and one of the regular fixtures on the channel, Maurice Walshe. Mo joined our channel with our Starfinder, our first Starfinder campaign, and he continued playing in basically everything that he could play in for the time he joined the channel up until the time that he was too sick to continue playing. We talked all on the channel about this, and we elected to play a memorial session. It's something that we think Mo would have liked, and in support of Mo passed away on account of late-stage cancer. It was a late diagnosis for late-stage cancer. So our normal fundraising goes to a different charity, but for today, I've got a link down below to Macmillan Cancer Support. It is a UK-based cancer support charity. We don't have any special, program or anything set up with it right now. We just ask that if you are interested in honoring Mo's memory, or if you enjoyed the session, consider clicking through that link and making a donation to Macmillan Cancer Support. I know that there's at least one other friend of the gaming community who has benefited greatly from that when they were fighting cancer. It's something that provides a lot of the amenities and stuff, the challenges that come with facing cancer. Mo unfortunately didn't get a chance to really to fight it, but we think that it would be something that would certainly be in the spirit of what Mo would want. This session is I've entitled it a mission for Mo, and what I decided to do is to try and run something that I thought that Maurice would really enjoy. He was a very, very amenable player who enjoyed everything. So this one in particular is I'm hoping it would be something that he would really enjoy, and something in his memory of how many great memories we've had with playing with Mo. I will say as well too, we've talked about this before we went on live. In the course of preparing for this and planning this as well too, this has been a very affecting process. So we may need to take breaks at certain points just to kind of collect ourselves, because we all miss Mo. He was a very, very big presence in our lives in the last years of his life, and we miss him like crazy. So let me introduce you to the folks who are joining us for the mission for Mo. I should say as well too, there are a lot of other people who did want to join us, and just because of scheduling, they were not able to do that. But Mo is greatly missed by everybody on the Dungeon Musings channel roster. But let me tell you who will be joining me on this mission for Mo. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing? First up is Darren.
Darren, yeah, I'm playing Trin Stainpaw. Similar looking character, but this time is a level 1 ranger.
And next up is John.
Hey everyone, I'm John, and I'm playing our old favorite half-elven ranger who's actually just a cleric in this game, Falcarel Hawkfriend.
And last, but certainly not least, is Andrew.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrew, and I am also playing a familiar Kola Hammerstone, in this case a level 1 Dwarven Cleric.
Yeah. We elected to go with Pathfinder 1, or Pathfinder 2 for this session, because to be honest, it's probably my favorite fantasy game right now, and I find it's very easy to write a satisfying done-in-one session that I can have relatively predictable outcomes. I mean, it's notwithstanding, if you guys have just nothing but dog shit rolls today, it really will be in the spirit of Mo for his
Counting on it.
So this one and thank you to everyone at home who is joining us for this session as well too. We've had people say just lovely things when we share the news about Mo too, so we really appreciate that, and I know he did as well, that he, being part of the community and being able to interact with people, as part of the community too, was something that he greatly he enjoyed it enough to be joining us the few times he was in hospital in the last couple of years too. He would join us from his hospital bed, taking breaks to have blood taken, and then jumping back in. So for Mo, we'll waste no more time. Let's try and get beat the shit out of our heroes here. Let's jump into the game. So Mo, this one is for you. So guys, our session opens in the streets of a town in the Icewind Dale. Our three heroes are making their way along, looking back and forth. This is perhaps one of the darker alleys of Bryn Shander or parts of Bryn Shander you have not been through before. As you can see from the illustration, you are still deep in the heart of a winter. But you have come here to remember and to pay homage to a friend who has left. So you're looking along, and the note that you were provided has indicated there is a sign you should be looking for, a place called the In Between. And you've never heard of this place before, you've never been to this place before, but in light of our departed friend, you made the trip and decided you would find this place. Why don't you let's get some dice rolling here. Why doesn't everyone give us a perception check? Let's see who first spies this. Nat 20 from Trin. Look at that. And look at that, guys. Jesus, everyone's looking really hard here. Trin, you are the one who sees that. And what you see is there is a sign that just simply, it reads in common, the In Between, and there is a bluish door on the placard that hangs down from the sign. And you can see outside of one of these, icicle festooned, not festooned, it's not a word, Madison, festooned buildings, there's a blue door matching that. This appears to be your destination.
I'll point it out to the others. This looks like the place.
All right.
Good eyes. Got some snow in mine.
Are you sure it's not an excuse? So you make your way over to the blue door. You open it up, and it's strange. Walking in from the cold, or out from the cold, into a nice warm tavern is always a really different and pleasant experience. This almost feels like you're walking into a different climate. Because as soon as you step through the door, there's none of the breeze. Like normally what you do is everyone kind of piles in, you slam the door and wait for the heat to hit you. As soon as you cross the threshold of this tavern, you immediately feel welcome and warm. What isn't quite as welcome is the crowd, because there is none. This place seems completely empty. Lights are on, there are smells of stuff cooking in the background, and there is a big fiery hearth. And there is a single person behind the bar. And you hear this person say, "If you could close the door, please."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's something familiar as you look over. He's a little ways off. It's a quite big establishment. Massive high ceilings. In fact, how can the ceilings be this big with the building you saw outside? It's almost like a beer hall types thing. Sweeping ceilings, tons of seating. Like you could easily fit 200 people in here comfortably. But there's a single person leaning on the bar. And you see a few things hanging on the bar behind him, next to where the alcohol is, of course. This is what the bartender looks like. He leans on the bar. You see on the back behind there is a sword on the wall. There is a pole arm of some kind. They are affixed around a purple mask of some kind. And there's several other accoutrements. They look vaguely familiar, as does the bartender. But the bartender, in place of this heavily armored warrior, you see someone wearing just a single kind of white tunic, sleeves rolled up, leans in the bar. He smiles at you from underneath that big mustache. "Can I help you? Care for a libation?
Falkroll's going to take off his heavy cloak and just hang it by the door.
Okay.
And set his branch spear next to it and make his way to the bar.
Okay.
I'm gonna similarly, I'm gonna remove a familiar large cloak and hang it up on the wall right next to Falkroll's, and likewise make my way to the bar.
Okay.
Trin, ever cautious, will carefully approach
The
the
rescue
bar,
Noel.
making sure that I am a friend, sort of holding my hands up.
Yeah. He looks
I
at
don't
you
wanna
for a
get
moment and... We normally don't allow pets, but we'll make an exception this time. Please, come in. And as you're walking over Trin, he kind of winks at you to let you know he's kidding. Pours 4 mugs of some kind of warm mulled wine. And he says, so what brings you to the in-between?
Looking for a friend. And Falkroll says he sits down and cups his warm drink.
You were the ones then. I'd heard you were coming. Did the note say anything else?
Don't believe so.
Then leave it to me. Your friend has left. But he has asked that you attend to some small, unresolved matters that he requires, or he would desire to see resolved. And he goes under and he pulls up first a small chest about that by that green lacquered. He then pulls the second one, sets it next to it, red lacquer. And a third, blue lacquer. And he says, these are gifts that your friend would see delivered to 3 different recipients. The recipients are likely to be to find these gifts as unexpected, and likely will need to be convinced to accept them. But our friend felt confident that you would be able to convince them to accept gifts that they may not know they need.
Falkroll raises an eyebrow and looks at him, and then looks at the bartender. Don't know if we want to know what's in them, but we do owe the old friend quite a favor or two.
These, and he taps on them, these will not open for anyone but the recipient.
That sounds about right.
Again, was our friend correct then? This is a task you can resolve for him?
Well, that's not in question. Of course it is, and of course we are.
Good. Then he goes over, and there is a... you realize there's a strange thing sitting behind, like an apparatus of some kind. It looks like a sextant for those who are familiar with nautical, things, but very different. He says, "Good," and he makes some adjustments on it, spins it around. You're not quite sure how he's not getting his fingers caught in this thing. And because you all rolled such great... Actually, Trin, you're the one who sort of notices this first, only because the smells changed. And you look to the front of the bar. The light has also changed. He turns around and says, "Well, there we are." And he walks over to the red chest, pushes it forward, and says, I believe this was the first he wished delivered.
I'll go and pick it up.
Okay. It is surprisingly light. There is something in there. It can't be very heavy. You can easily stow that in your supplies. I didn't bother including, like, you know, ropes and stuff like that. Like, all your adventuring gear, you guys, whatever you think your character will be carrying, I'm fine with you having it. He says, well then, and he looks and he gestures at the door.
The door we came through?
Yes.
Should we? Are we to deliver these in order? Then you don't want us to take all of them and just go to deliver them at once?
You may find it more efficient doing one at a time.
And, to
I
whom
see.
are we delivering this?
I think you will know.
Okay.
Yeah, Trin, ever cautious but curious, will go to the door and open the doorway.
Okay. So you go and you open the door, and expecting there to be once again that blast of cold, you are a little surprised by what you see.
Oh.
This sits outside the threshold of the tavern. There is a warm-ish wind, at least certainly in comparison to what you guys have been experiencing in the Dale, blowing across here. There is no rider in there, but the signs of battle, the weapons set in the ground, all of that is present.
I'm looking at this. I'll turn back to the bartender, and I'll look at the coat racks, and I'll say, would you mind watching this for me until I return? I don't think I'll be needing that out there.
I'll be happy to. Oh, and be sure to take the key.
The key.
And those of you who, or I guess, Trin, you open the door, you realize there is a blue key set in the blue door that is open.
Oh, I'm liking this inn.
Use that when you need to return.
Okay. Take the key out.
Okay.
Secure it.
Who's the first to step out?
I think Falkrel he'll grab his spear, get his bow out, long open spaces, and just step out and look for danger.
Okay. There are carrion birds flying overhead, but not like tons of them. There are a few. Otherwise, no sign of life. You think you could hear something, a dog perhaps, some kind of wild canine bark off in the distance. But they must be miles off. Who's next?
I'll go through.
Okay. So you step out. This grass is almost up to your chest.
Haven't been down. This reminds me of other adventures. Haven't been this far south in a long time.
Yeah. And then Trin?
Yeah, even though he's seen the others walk through, he'll still do the 1 foot out first and sort of test the ground.
So as you're testing the ground, you hear from the bar, close the door if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I'll look back and then just walk through and close the door.
Do you close the door and then let go of the handle, or do you like kind of give it momentum and step out?
No, I'm gonna sort of cautiously close the door. And
so you close the door and you look outside. It's very much like what it looked like before. Only it's freestanding in the middle of the step. And then as soon as you let go of the handle, it vanishes.
So
you were all standing in the middle of this wide open step. Trin, you have the red box in your care, and you have a blue key in your hand.
Okay, I'll secure the key away. I'll show the others where I'm putting it, just in case anything goes wrong.
Is there any landmarks or something we can use to find out where the door was in case we need to come back to it?
There's no indication that this inn was ever there. Like, no disturbance in the ground. It's as if it was never here.
Or like walk into the space that it used to occupy.
Yep. You're just walking through field. Now,
That's
one of the things is
fantastic.
where you're facing, there is that road snaking up into those mountains. Apart from that, nothing but flat ground as far as the horizon in every other direction.
Falk he'll straighten up and says, well, leave heavy footprints if we need to find our way back.
I think we need to deliver the gift, and then more will become clear.
These are cantrips. And cantrips are like, I can just do them like similar to Fifth, where I can do. Okay.
Yep.
I suspect I already know the answer to this, but because it's just a one-off anyway, I'd like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. What does
And
Cola's
see
Detect
if I-
Magic look like?
I think similarly to other kind of instances of him using his magic, it's a very off blue, like bluish, whitish aura that I just love that kind of visual. So that's but very like cloud. But this one is cloudy, and it kind of like slowly makes its way out in a wave, and you can kind of see it like rolling in on itself as it waves out.
Yeah. What are you looking for?
Hoping to like just kind of see if I get a ping off the box or the key.
The box most certainly, the key most certainly.
Okay.
They are.
All right. And I'm assuming, and I'm not, and I'm assuming that there's no magical area where the inn used to be. So.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah. No. Okay. All right. Cool.
So, what would you guys like to do?
I steal the box. No. No.
Well, the road ahead was directly outside the door. I say we head that way.
I agree.
Okay.
Seems so. I look into the sky. Can I tell? I'm assuming I don't recognize any of the landmarks or such, but can I tell where the sun is, like what time of day it is, what is east or west, like to get our bearings?
Yeah, it seems for right now, it seems very close to noon based on where the height of the sun is. Unless you are at some other point in the, on the planet where it would be hanging in a different spot.
Right. So pretty hard to tell like actual north, south, east, west at this time of day because it's literally right above us.
Yeah, and it's tough to say. Maybe if you keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll kind of passively be watching. I'll take it if we're going to be heading straight out and the image before us is actually what we see.
Yep.
I think like I'll pay attention to like this mountain peak here and try to get a bearing of that peak versus the sun to see which direction it goes as we travel. Just so we can, like if we head in the wrong direction, head it off.
Falkroll says this reminds him of the climate not too far north of the Misty Mountains where he's from.
Okay. All right. So you three set off, keeping your pace moderated to allow for Cola's pace, or Cola's stride, I should say. You're traveling for about maybe 4 hours. You've had to stop and take a drink, and you realize like these mountains, either these mountains are much bigger than you expected, or there's something else going on because you have been walking for a very long time, and the mountain is just very slowly creeping bigger. You've heard barking and snarling off in the distance, but this time it sounds like they are very, very close. Like within 100 meters, and this damnable grass just gives ideal hiding grounds for things. Falcarol, I think you with your hunters, and actually Trin, both of you sort of have a look of knowing because you can hear there's a snarl like almost directly ahead of you and a small yip from behind and to the left. And you know when you are being stalked.
Falkroll's flashing back to the first encounter he had in Icewind Dale, leaving the big cities where he was taken down by wolves and gets a tingle along the back of his neck.
So, what do you guys do?
How much further have we got of this long grass that's covering?
Based on how long you've been traveling, by nightfall you should reach the foothills, or at least the base of this mountain.
For hours. I mean, it's not...
Yeah, like 4 hours still.
Yeah. So.
The sun is slowly making its way across the sky, Cola. If this is right, you must be pretty far south.
Okay. All right. Well,
what do you guys do?
Our enemy is close.
Give a little incentive here. Boop.
Prepare yourselves for
that's metagaming.
Prepare for battle.
Why don't you guys each click on your token, and then click on perception for initiative. Oh, you gotta
do actual.
Add initiative. I can add them in here. Boom. Oh,
hey,
even better.
Anyway.
There you go. All right. So then, just to organize your thoughts here, guys, for no other reason. Falcarel, you've heard those. I'm assuming there's some kind of like sling or like, what do you call it? Not scabbard, but like a cradle, almost like for your spear. If you want to have something so you don't have to drop it all the time. What are you doing, Falcarel?
He's getting his bow ready.
Oh, you guys each get a hero point too, by the way.
Okay. He's literally gonna draw his bow.
Okay.
And depending on how close he thinks these things are, could I get a maybe a knowledge check to recall how quickly these things move?
You have no idea. Let me just disavow you. Ignore the use of knowledge like you do in PF1.
Oh. Okay.
Remember, that doesn't exist in this game. Okay? What you can do, and you don't have any information to go on from this, so what on earth would you be able to extrapolate from a sound in grass? What you could do is take an action to seek and try and gain some information that way, if that's what you're wanting to do.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. So why don't you give us a perception check then, please?
He narrows his eyes and listens to the wind and looks.
Okay, so that is, let's see, 20. Yeah, that's actually good enough. So you can hear there is one thing that is moving ahead of you. That's about 50 feet ahead. There are 3 moving behind you, and there are 2 on the right-hand side. So like 1 straight ahead, 2 slightly askew, and there are 3 slowly making their way up behind you. They are trying to be silent.
Okay,
Let's do one more action.
I'll use that action to whisper locations to the allies to have them prepare.
Okay, so that is, and there's, I can't remember what the action is called, but that is an action to basically like communicate the location for stuff. All right, Trin, that's what Falcarel's told you. What are you doing?
I'm going to draw my bow.
Okay.
And then I'm going to prepare to shoot if something comes out.
Sure, ready in action. Yeah, you got it. So banking 2 for 1. And then Cola.
Similarly, I'll draw my I guess the battle. They're pretty much the same. Whatever. My dwarven war axe. I'll pull that out and ready the actions. Hold my actions to prepare for the next one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me roll initiative for these critters here. Let's see. Oh boy. It's good that you guys readied that because they... Let me add a turn here. And their perception... Oh, boy. Go to descending. Allow me to reveal what is coming out here. So what you're seeing, guys, is it honestly looks like a not quite formed hyena. Look at this in detail here. There are 6 of them coming in. So let's see here. First, let's do the ones with the readied actions. We got one that is racing up. Am I in the right layer here? I am. Towards you, Trin. Go ahead and make your attack roll. Chwook.
So I just wanted to check
Yep.
the way this is written, hunt prey. I could have classed it as a prey even if I can't see it.
Unless it is a reaction, you have to take actions on your turn. Yeah, you designate
Right, so
a
that
you must be able to see or hear the prey, or you must be tracking the prey during exploit. Oh, you could hear it.
Yeah, that's what I wasn't sure.
Yeah. No, that's because you could have taken that.
Well, that's what I meant when I was preparing. Could I have done that so I could have prepared
Yeah,
a
let's do
hunted
this.
shot?
Why don't you give us a
rather than-
perception check as well? Let's just see if you could, because
Okay.
Yeah. You want to spend a hero point on that?
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So you unfortunately you couldn't hear it beforehand, which means you're not going to get hunt prey, but you could do it once you see these things on your turn.
Okay.
Okay.
It just means that I can't do hunted shot, which is the two.
Exactly.
quick
It
shots.
just means you'll make
So,
a regular shot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Hunted shot might be a 2-action thing as well.
No, it's too quick, so it classes as 1 action.
Oh man, that's awesome. Okay, so
You got over 100.
then 24. So that is a critical hit. So as this thing comes racing out, you a single shot and it goes down. Then we'll do one charging in on you, Cola. Go ahead and make your melee attack.
Alrighty.
So be the first button with your holy fuck. Another critical hit. Another thing cut and down.
Oh wow. No, okay.
Then
I guess. Wow. Yeah.
it is. I've got a second one coming in on Trin from behind. Hyena on hyena violence is really a problem in the steppes. Let's see here. To front, so I would need 2 actions to get in, and I only get 1 attack, and then I got 1 attack on Cola. And then I got 1 coming in on Falcarol. All right, so let me grip my dice tray here. Okay, so against Trin, I have 2 bites coming in. What is your AC? I think you guys are like 18.
18. 18
Yeah.
one is, yeah.
18.
17 for me.
18, 17. Okay, thanks, guys. All right, so first bite on you, Trin. I need an 11 to hit you. Ooh, I got a hit. So this comes in and bites you. You take 5 points of damage from these vicious primordial jaws. Ooh, second one hits as well. And 6 points of damage. So 5 and 6 points of damage from these 2 biting you. You're able to pull yourself free. Falcarol. Yes. I need... it's an 18 as well. I don't think it's a crit. No, not a crit, though. So hit, not a crit. That is 7 points of damage on you.
Ow.
Oh. And then Cola coming in at 17 AC. That is a miss. All right. Then, Falcarol, you're up first. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to take a tactical step back away from these things just to get room to shoot them.
Okay, so that's 1 action.
Then I'm going to double shot the one right in front of me.
And these things do not have attacks of opportunity.
Oh, good. Well, that's why I took a tactical step back, so just in case. Okay, so shoot the first one. I can take a -2 on these, so I can't subtract them.
Okay. Oh, you want to spend a hero point?
I do want to spend a hero point.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, you're better than that. Come on.
Well, when I first started, it was not.
There you go. Holy smokes. Okay, so that is... Oh, it's so close to a crit.
Okay. And then the second shot. So that was a 20 because of the -2. And then a 10.
Oh, my God. You want a hero point that one, too?
I could, and I'd be out of action, so yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll get another one back quickly.
Come on.
Nope.
Fucking hell. All right, Trin, you're up next. What are you doing?
I'm going to do something similar. I'm going to back off.
Okay, so 1 action.
I'm going to declare one of them as my hunted prey.
Okay, I think that... Is that a free action?
Yeah, it hasn't got any...
Action type
Action
other. Yep,
cost.
yep, so that's fine. So, okay.
And then I'm going to do this hunted shot.
2 quick shots against the one you hunt. Yes, go ahead.
So, the first one.
Okay. That is not quite a crit, but that 1 is not great. That crit would have been good, though.
And I take it I still use it as a second shot, even though it's...
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. 2 attacks both hit the same thing. Apply multi-attack penalties to each strike normally. Yeah. So that's a 13. You want to spend a hero point reroll? That's not far off.
Yeah, I've got one left, haven't I? Yeah, I will do.
Okay. Nice. Yep, that's a hit, and that is nearly enough to drop this thing altogether. All right, then it is. You still have one more action.
Yeah, because that's one.
You could take a third shot if you like.
Yeah, I'll take one last final.
Okay.
Roll of the
Holy
dice.
shit! And there it goes. Boom. Okay, another one. So it takes 3 shots to get this damn thing down after dropping that first one. But it eventually goes down. Then Cola, what are you doing? 3 actions.
Start with this guy.
Okay.
Oh no.
You hero point that?
Oh, blowing through hero points over. Yeah, I mean, no, I kind of remember the thing's not refreshing properly. Yeah. Redo that.
Here we go.
Oh my god. Oh, no. Okay.
All right.
Well,
so, I mean, this I believe we have had an instance of Mo's friendly fire before, so this is once again in the spirit of Mo.
Yeah.
Would you, let's hear, Trin and Falco, just give us a flat d20 roll each.
I'm using a ranged weapon.
Falco's higher? Okay, so Trin.
I'm right beside you, Falco,
make that
so-
attack roll once again, Cola,
stepped
but this
away.
time against Trin.
Oh boy. Okay. Sorry.
So that dwarven axe just goes woof, like right near where you were, Trin. He fortunately misses. That is only one action. You still have 2 more actions.
Now I don't know if I should. All right. Second attack against the same hyena.
Okay.
No.
You hero point that?
No point because it's just going to be harder and harder. But
Okay.
no, I'll do a third attack against it.
Okay. Come on, nat 20. That's so close.
Man.
Dag nabbit. If you're using your dwarven war axe two-handed, that does d12 damage instead of d8.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's like a bastard sword axe. Okay, then that is the end of Cola's turn. So we got 3 things. Oh boy, they are very excited to get on you guys. All right, so let's do initial attacks on everybody. So Trin, miss. Falcrol, miss. Cola, miss by 1. Second attacks here. I need, so I got 12. I need a 16 to hit Trin. Nat 20, baby. So that is 10 points of damage for Trin.
Well, he's down.
So Trin, this thing gets pulled down. I mean, he had 3 of them on him, so. Then it spends its next action racing behind Falcrol to flank.
Question.
Yes.
Trin and I both stepped away, so wouldn't they have to step towards us to attack us?
They would. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Then,
to think
that's okay.
tactically in the-
It's payback for me telling you to go fuck yourself over the knowledge check. I don't want to hear a knowledge check again in a PF2 game. All right, so here we go. Then this is I got 2 on. So he needs to move forward, and then Falcrol. That is a 19, so it's a miss. No, it's a hit because you have an 18, right?
You did a first attack, and then this is his second, right?
Oh, second. Yes. Yep. Cool. And then on Cola, I got let's see here. First attack. That is a second attack. This is a 14, so it's a miss. And your final one is a miss. So then it is Falcrol's turn. What are you doing, Falcrol?
Well, I don't like Trin is down, so I'm going to spend a healing font and cast a 2-action heal on him.
Nice.
So it's do a 1d8 plus 8.
Okay. I think if you click on the spell, it'll do it.
Okay,
so
pre-programmed
14
in.
back, Trin. So and actually, you'll be at 14, not at, because you only go to 0 in PF2. You don't go below that. Okay.
And then with my last action, I will narrow the bow at it point blank and try to shoot it right down the throat.
Go ahead.
Okay. I really need my spear at this point.
Now, hold on. Firing in melee, how does that work in PF2?
I don't think there's any penalties
Okay.
for that.
Is there a minimum range on the bow?
I think so.
Let's see here. I just don't remember, because I don't think it's ever come up. I know using it is a, whatever it's called, action, so it can trigger attacks of opportunity.
It would trigger an attack of opportunity if they had it, yeah.
Yeah, so let me just check here. Playing the game. Because I don't remember. I don't think we've had anyone do Melee attacks. Let's see here.
Melee. It might be that I can attack an adjacent creature, but I'm not 100%.
No, and I think what I'm thinking is that it might be a penalty of effectively the reverse of flat-footed. Okay. You take a penalty to your attack roll, but I don't remember. Here we go. Strike. It may very well be that there's not any consequence, because PF2 is pretty permissive. A lot of stuff. So let's see here.
Range and reach.
So attack of opportunity is when manipulate action, range attack. So that's the penalty. Is that if it has attacks of opportunity, then it can attack you. Otherwise, doesn't look like there's any other consequence. So go ahead, make. Oh, nice shot.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, PF2 is pretty permissive of an awful lot of stuff. Okay, so then that goes exactly as you say, schwack, right down the throat of this thing. Then it is Trin's turn. Trin, you're on the ground. You dropped your bow. But you are conscious.
Okay. I'll get back up.
Okay, so one action to get up.
And it doesn't make much difference. Yeah, I'll just re-equip my bow. Can I do that?
Yep, one action, and then it's 0 to reload, so you can shoot again if you like.
Yeah, and I'll use my hunted shot.
Okay.
So I'll get 2 shots.
Okay.
I love Rangers in PF2. They're so good.
So phew, that one's going to go wild.
Okay. And then
perhaps understandable given how your range...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, hunted shot. This thing's hunted. So, yeah, unfortunately, both of those are
He's going to have the wounded one condition because he's got to get wounded. Treat wounds before he gets rid of that.
John, we're here for rules lawyering right now. We need you about here. So I appreciate you're trying to help, but we're a little heavy. We don't need commentary on every single rules action that happens this session. Coda, you're up next. What are you doing?
I'll just try again with the same thing. Okay, that's a bit better.
That is a solid hit, and that is enough to kill it outright. You have 2 more actions.
Can I go help Trin?
One action to move over, and then one action to attack.
And then so my third.
And I'm assuming you're flanking this thing, so it'll be flat-footed.
Okay, and it's the second attack, even if it's my third action.
Correct. Well, second.
Okay.
Yes, because it's a second attack this round.
Okay.
Okay. And that with even with flat-footed, that's unfortunately not good enough.
That's fine. But
I do have some good news. Everyone gets a hero point. Okay. Then it is the one remaining thing's turn. It is actually going to turn and run. So it spends all 3 actions racing off into the grass. And unfortunately, because the grass is so thick, that it very quickly, you lose line of sight to it. So with that thing off, you guys look around. It appears that all of your attackers have fled. What do you guys do?
I would like to bandage my wounds.
Sure.
Because ouch.
Yeah.
It took me about 10 minutes.
Yeah, so go ahead and give us a medicine check.
Nope.
You want to spend that hero point on that?
I would like to, yes.
Okay.
Not enough to heal me.
Oh, so close. Anyone else want to apply bandages? Who has training in medicine? Falcor could also bandage Trin.
I can as well. So
you can give it a shot. It takes me 10 minutes, so you could be helping him.
Okay, I'll help Trin. Trim. Come here, boy. Come here. Time for it. Anyway.
You want to spend a hero point on that? You need 15 to make a success.
I've gotten so used to luck points in CNC now. Now it's actually a cost.
Just don't roll a 5 or under. Or 1.
Well, wait. Why don't I just cast some? Like, I've got healing magic. Why don't I just do this?
You could do a 3-action burst heal.
I can't try if maybe that's just an initiative order, but if I get 3 actions a turn, could I not just try 3 different medicine checks?
No, because you can only try medicine once per hour.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Now, like what you guys can do is, if it's still 4 hours to the mountain, you still have other opportunities to try and heal up. It just means that right now you're not going to get the benefit of it.
No, that's fair. I'll use a hero point and try again here for Trent.
Okay. There
There we go.
Nice. So that's 2 off from actually your crit heal. So it's 2d8, I believe. You heal.
2d8.
So 5 back, Trin.
There you go. You're full up.
Okay.
Oh,
Anything else you guys wish to do before setting out? Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Things?
I mean, I see it every day. I look over at Trin.
There is definitely a familiarity there, or similarity.
Yeah, of course.
I had a cousin that looked like him.
Yeah, am I familiar at all with those kind of creatures?
No, they are. What you can do is give us a nature check. If you get a crit, I mean, you might be able to. So actually, that is a crit. So, yeah, these things are. It is a like degenerate, but not degenerate. It is a primordial or prehistoric version. Like almost if a hyena was somehow cast back to its more primordial ancestor. That's what these lean, hungry things are. Although the thinness on the side of these things, they have the look that they are starving, Falcarol.
Which is odd, because wasn't there a battle here recently that they could have? There's carrion birds flying around.
Yeah.
Something's going on here, guys.
Yeah.
You should keep moving before more appear.
Yeah, we should, you know, walk off a little bit so I can try and patch myself up later.
Yeah. So after an hour of travel, why don't you guys, Falco, you can give yourself another effort at healing if you like, or you can leave it to Cola. Who's feeling? Cola does have a fate point, or a hero point.
I'll let Cola patch me up, because apparently my hands are not working well today.
All right. I will. Yeah, I'll try to heal Falcarol.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You want to fate point that, or hero point that?
Yeah.
Okay.
There
you go.
That's a crit.
Nice. Was that 2d8 plus 10, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
all right,
great.
there.
I mean, I don't think he already heals maximum. That's the most he'd get. He's at his maximum.
Yeah, actually, that's true. There's no way
The plus 10 is enough to bring Falcarol back up to full.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what would you? So Falcarol, it seems like the wounds weren't as bad. Maybe just having someone else get to them. They were in a difficult location. Would you like to try and get Trin topped up, or do you want Cole to do it?
I'm looking over at Trin.
Only
I could
one
hurt
shot.
him if I roll real poorly.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Sure.
There you go. Nice. Look at you guys in your critical heals.
I think he was just like nervous from like getting almost torn up by dog creatures again.
Yeah. Well, that's 2 criticals. Why don't we do this? Because why don't you all take another hero point for that?
Thank you.
All right.
Useful.
So the remaining 3 hours are mostly uneventful. You still hear the sound of what sounds like more of the same thing calling off in the distance. But it's near sunfall when you come across this.
Does that look familiar?
A ruined settlement. There are no lights within. The only thing that that is missing from this illustration is, you see that crooked road leading up towards where that largest structure is? All the way along there are poles on the top of which is set a hyena or wolf skull. And within that, there is a green burning fire. It somehow does not char through the skulls, but there is this path leading all the way up to it.
take a look at these hyena heads a little closer.
Okay.
See if I can get a feel for what kind of magic it is. Like,
sure.
Is it divine? Is there?
If you're looking, would you give us a? You can use either medicine or nature.
Go with.
Your.
I'm gonna lean into nature.
choice.
They're the same for me, but.
Okay.
Nah.
You want to hero point that?
No.
Okay. So you're looking at these things. As far as you can tell, these are. They actually, I mean, they may be the skulls similar to what you saw. What are you guys doing?
No signs of life here?
Not that you can see, no. Why don't you each give us a perception check?
Seem to like these hyenas either.
Okay. So Falcarel, you can't make out the form of it, but there is something moving within that structure.
Falcarel turns to face his companions like Kola, Trin. Someone's obviously lit a path for us, and something's moving up ahead. Maybe we should go say hello.
All right. Still, best be on our guard. And I'm going to take out my second axe, so I've got both out.
Okay.
The bow strung.
Okay. You guys get to around here, where the sun seems to be getting lower. The shadows are being cast longer, and you look out over the steppe, and you can see there must be 100 pairs of glittering eyes just poking out from the grass. They must have been traveling along with you this entire way. And as you get to within about, say, 50 feet of that one structure, something lopes out from within. And it looks like this.
You son of a...
So it walks over, mostly on all fours, snarls at you, and in Gnollish, Trin, it says, "Have you brought me these to satisfy my hunger?"
And is he talking about my companions?
Seems to be. An offer like that may find some favor from me. No, I don't think either of you guys speak Gnoll, so he's snarling something at Trin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems hungry. And he thinks you're food. This version of Trin, has he seen this character? Are these?
Yes, of course, because he, all of you guys, the frame of reference that all of your characters would have with Tekeli Lee, you have it with this one.
Okay.
It looks identical to that which used to rule your tribe. It looks identical to what you guys faced in the depths of the caves of hunger.
Oh, okay. I've been trying to not make assumptions about where we are or what time it is or like anything like that relative to the game. But okay, that's good to know. So we have all those memories are there. I'm gonna. You guys might even hear the leather, the sound as of leather rustling and such as my hands tighten on the handles of my axes.
There is bloody drool that just falls down from its face as it looks at Falcarel and Kola.
Yeah, at that I think I shall set it as my hunted target and loose off.
Okay.
A couple of shots.
Okay, awesome. Everyone click on your token.
Sorry. I didn't mean to click that.
Click on initiative. This is going to be just perception. And I'll roll for, because this thing is sort of expecting a fight. So it'll get a chance to roll initiative. But
my favorite enemy is undead in the other game, so it's natural he wants to go real quick.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. All right, yeah, Falco. Oh, not 20. Nicely done. Falco, you're up first. What are you doing? Now, I guess the thing is you know what? I guess we're waiting. Unless you guys were intending on attacking before Trin, then I think what we'll do is we'll just go to Trin's turn, and then we'll start at the top of the initiative.
Sounds good to me.
Does that work for you guys?
Yep.
Because he's trying to surprise him. So, Trin.
Yeah, so I'll do my hunted shot.
Okay.
So that's the first one.
18 is just good enough. But it hits it, and it does not seem to... Oh, it does actually seem... Hold on. Look at that. Wow.
Oh, no.
Fuck. Two... Oh, yeah, actually, you get your second shot with your hunted shot.
Yeah.
That one is a miss. You have two more actions. If you want to keep going, we did learn at our last Paradar game, you can do 4 attacks in a round if you have something that lets you do 2 in 1. Just you have to keep attacking at number 3.
What was the distance? About 50?
About 50 feet, 5-0.
Okay. I'm going to take one more shot, and then I'm going to move. So let me take one more shot.
Okay.
And then I'm going to sort of flank round to one side.
Sure. Okay, so you start racing around to one side. All right, then we're... Falco, you've seen your ally jump in, and maybe it's the 2 ranger types jumping in sync here. What are you doing?
Gotcha. Well, Falco's going to take a more calmed approach. He's going to cast magic weapon on his bow.
Nice.
Just he coats his hand in the string, starts to hum with a silver blue light, and he pulls it back, and then he's going to unleash one shot at the
Nicely
creature.
done. Go ahead.
And I made a weapon attack for it,
Nice.
and I rolled poorly.
You want to? You got 1 hero point.
I would like to.
Yeah, hero point that sucker. There you go. Nice. And so that's just enough to hit. Is that the right damage?
That's the right damage. I just rolled once.
Okay. All right. Then it is to Kelly Lee's turn. So first thing he does is one of his blood-soaked claws gestures up, and one of the flames from one of the skulls goes flying towards him.
That can't be good.
Restores some of the injuries.
How many of those are there?
There's around the corner, around this thing here, there are 8. There are 7 remaining. He then will spend 1 action racing towards Trin. I should have to spend 2. He's engaged with you now, Trin. Cola, you're up next. What are you doing?
You know what? I'm actually doing the same darn thing. I'm gonna cast magic weapon on. I have to pick. Yep. I guess I was looking. It doesn't actually seem like the dwarf. There's a major difference between the dwarven war axe and the battle axe, except that one is T+6 dwarf something, and then one is T+6 sweep. Otherwise, they're identical. It looks like, unless I'm mistaken.
Because I can't. I don't think you can use a battle axe two-handed and do 1d6.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. That I'll put it on the dwarven war axe then, I guess.
Okay. And you have
so
one more action.
I have one more action, so I will attack with that axe.
Well, it was 50 feet away. It has run over to where Trin is, who ran to the side. So Trin's he's probably about 25 feet away from you.
Okay, and it would, I think, I'm pretty sure that's as fast as there I am, 20, so I can't even get to him, but I'll move closer to him.
Okay, there you go. Trin, you're up next.
Okay. I shall.
And I remembered what it is. The short range thing, the volley ability is the thing that, because I think volley gives you -2 to hit within the volley range.
Yes, 30 feet.
Yeah, okay, so that's what that is. Because there's an ability that I was looking at for one of your characters when I was building it that allowed you to ignore that. Okay, so Trin, what are you doing?
I shall shoot him once again.
Okay, so then you'll take -2 because of the range here. Unless he's got an attack of opportunity.
I have got some feet about range.
Which he does
What was
not.
that? I did have something about a range. Don't know what it was.
Let's see here.
Okay.
Let me take a look at your feet here. It'll be under feet.
Using a short bow or a long bow?
Composite short.
I don't know where I read that.
Oh, you ignore the penalties when you're in a second rain increment against the hunted prey.
Ah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not.
Okay.
Okay. Right, I'll just take a shot.
Go ahead. That's so close. You want to hero point that?
Yeah, I am gonna because it's the first shot.
So there you go. That's a hit. Fuck. And this is your hunted prey, right?
Yeah. I
So it's
forgot
what,
last
1d8?
time.
Yeah, if you click on the hunted prey to roll the damage for you.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay.
I think I set it up that way.
Hunted
There you go.
edge.
Nice.
That one. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't roll great, but it does roll for you. Okay, so that is attack one number 1. You have 2 more actions. Oh, actually, a second shot. That one is a miss, and you have 2 more actions.
I'm already engaged. I haven't got any shot. No, I'll just take another shot.
Okay, attack number 3. That is a miss. You got 1 more action.
He hasn't got any. Just checking. No.
So you can do it. If you do another attack, it's attack number 3 once again.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Oh, if we get an extra penalty.
We call it pulling a Dumer. So.
I thought there was another. Oh, there is another penalty. We just had to work it out, didn't we?
No, it actually isn't. Like once you get to your attack number 3, that's as bad as a penalty. Attack number 3 and any subsequent ones are all at -10. So, or -8 if it's an agile thing. All right, so then you fire off. One of them hits home, but you guys can see they're just hitting the ground around. Falcro, you're up next. What are you doing?
Okay, so Killy's about 25 feet away from me. Is that what you said?
Yes, that's about right.
Okay, I'm gonna try and double shot him.
Okay.
So do we?
So be -4 to hit then.
Yes.
Right, because -2 and then -2. Look at that though, 14 or 24.
So,
that is not
damage.
quite good enough to crit, but that's a great. Oh, and that's man, is that the same roll you had for your magic?
Yep.
Oh, that's your spear. That's your spear you're rolling.
Oh, it's the same attack bonus and damage.
Okay.
It literally is.
Wait. Composite longbow does 1d8 damage?
Longbows do a d8 damage.
Okay. All right, so go ahead. So that's your first one?
And then that one.
Okay.
So my 15?
15 is not good enough, unfortunately.
Okay. And then with my last action, I'm going to pivot and try to shoot one of the nearby heads with the glow and see if I can break it or something.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. This is
Nice.
I'm not sure what the...
That's your third attack. Should be attack number 3.
So 7.
Yeah.
Then.
So that goes wild, unfortunately, but it's not far off though. These are stationary targets.
Okay.
Then it is to Kelly Lee's turn. So Trin. What this says to you as he's going in to bite you is, "You should have given it." That is a 21. So a hit, not crit, I think.
Yeah, 18. Yeah.
You take 9 points of damage, and then would you give us a fortitude save, please?
Shoot.
You want to hero point that?
I've got one left. Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay. Oh, beautiful. So this thing gets in. You know, having lived around him, you know precisely what it's trying to do. So you just knock its head off. It doesn't have any opportunity to drain life from you. Then its second bite is going to be at -5. Yeah, it's not agile. So it's a +7. 14 doesn't hit, I guess. And its final attack, at 20. So you take... No, I rolled terrible for damage, though. You take 10 points of damage, and then I need a save, a fortitude save once again, please. Holy shit.
Nope, I've got nothing I can do about that one.
No, that is... so you are drained 1. which means
Just a condition.
-1 to fortitude saves, and you lose hit points equal to your level times the drained value. So I think that's enough to just put it at 0. Actually, your hit points should be at 0.
I think it automatically calculated.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, so Trin is down, and Takali Lee is turns and snarls towards you guys. Cola, you're up next. What are you doing?
Well, I'm right there almost, so I'll close the remaining 5 feet.
Okay. 2 more actions.
And I've got my axes. So, well, the Dwarven War Axe is the one I'll use. Oh, wait, I have a feat you were telling me about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have double slice.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to attack with both my weapons.
Go ahead.
Double slice.
Click on double slice for a second. I can't remember if it is 2 actions or 1 action or how that works. 2 actions.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't have an agile trait, so unsurprisingly, battle axes are not super agile.
Okay, so it'll be -2.
Each using your current multi-attack penalty. Fucking awesome. So 2 attacks.
Just like my double shot, yeah. That's cool.
That's amazing. Okay, so go ahead, Cola.
So I would roll an attack for each of these 2 weapons.
Correct. And then the battle axe will take -2 to hit.
Okay.
And then you combine them
So
and then apply the penalty or whatever.
So the Dwarven War Axe will go first, and this one I've made magical last turn.
Yep. So it's +1 to hit, and then it'll do 2. Oh, yeah, that's a hit. Give us an extra 1d8 roll, please.
Nice.
So 15 points of damage from that first one. Look at that.
Cola.
And then your second
get rid
attack
of those dancing lights. Second one
is the battle axe attack number 1 with the battle axe.
But it'll be -2 to the result.
You got it.
So this is 16.
16 is so close. You want to hero point that?
Yeah, I got a hero point.
Come on.
Come on, nat 20.
Battle axe number 1. There you go. Nice. Holy smokes. So yeah, you come in and screaming Clangadin's knee. Swack, swack. 2 solid hits in this thing. That, I believe, is all of your actions. So Trin, give us just a flat D20 roll, please. Okay. You're good. Oh, actually, you know what? You're going to be moved to there. Sorry, I forgot about that. So Falcro, you're up next.
Well, say goodbye to my last spell, first level spell. I'm going to cast a heal 2 action on him again.
Okay. You know what a burst would do on undead?
It would. But nobody else is injured except for Trin, and I can get him almost topped up entirely.
Minute.
So I'm 2 action heal.
2 action heal?
Yeah.
You got it. So go ahead and roll. Yeah, sorry, I didn't set that one up. There we go.
Okay.
Trin, you got 9 hit points back.
And with my last action, I'm going to take a shot directly at Takeli Lee just to distract him.
Okay. So we -2 for the... you got no hero points left. Okay, so that one goes wild. Then Trin, you're actually up.
I don't call him the yo-yo for nothing.
Mind you, the last time you were level 1?
So it'll be 1 action. You're prone right now, and you dropped your bow because you were unconscious.
Yeah, so it'll be 1 to get up and 1 to
get your bow. Okay. Then go ahead.
But I still got me hunted shot, I guess. So I still
fucking do.
Get 2.
So it'll be -2 here, so it's a 17. That is so close. Ugh, that is a miss, unfortunately.
I'm not flanking him or anything.
No, and flanking doesn't work with range weapons.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get your second shot,
second
though.
attack. No.
So close. All right, then it is Kelly Lee's turn. 1 skull goes into him. A second skull goes into him. Then stay down and tries to bite Trin once again. Let's say that is a 30. No, 26. So a hit, but not a crit.
Jesus.
That is 8 points of damage. I need a fortitude save from you, please.
Oh, no.
I hate vampires.
Two. Oh, Jesus.
Drained
Drops
2.
again.
Oh, no, he drains you down again, too. Oh, you know what? Actually, because he drained, he should have more hit points as well.
God.
All right. He's blood coming from his streaming from his mouth. Cola, you're up once again. What are you doing?
Oh, speaking of staying down, take your own fucking advice. I just remembered, however, it takes 2 actions, so I'm gonna do this first. Because look what I got, folks.
Oh,
I forgot what the Kelly Lee is.
yes. So you hit him, heighten, what is it? So 1d6 positive damage. Very nice. Go ahead and give us, I need to make a save.
No, you have to make a save.
Yeah, make a save here. All right, so, and this is a fortitude save.
Against a DC 17.
It's a big bonus here.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Come on, that one.
I rolled a 21. So
damn
It
it.
takes half damage.
yeah, because it's a basic save. So 1d6 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Sorry,
1d6 plus your spellcasting modifier.
1d6, sorry. Yeah. So, oops. Well, it'll be this plus 7, so 12. So half, so 6.
No, your spellcasting modifier. So your spellcasting stat. Which is your wisdom, which I think is 16 or 18.
Sorry. Yeah. Wisdom is 4.
4. Okay, so 9 total, but
half.
oh, that's right, 9. So half is 4. But look at this though, because of vulnerability.
Oh.
You still have one more action.
Right. So I guess I will, using the Dwarven War Axe because it's still magical.
Yep.
I'll use that. And this is still attack number 1 because it's the first actual attack.
That's correct,
I've done
because
this
the other
round.
one was just a spell.
Oh my god.
Oh, no!
Well, Mo, this is for you.
Wrong Noel.
No.
Oh, shit.
Well, you guys stayed out of combat range.
Don't hit me
I don't
while
have.
I'm
Yeah,
down,
and
for God's sake.
I've got no hero points left. I'm sorry,
Oh,
I'm sorry,
shit.
Darren.
So go ahead and roll a second attack, please.
Fuck. Okay. God damn it.
I'm like 25 feet away. I hope it's not coming to me.
It'll be a
you're
trend.
currently, because you were wounded 1 before, and you were sort of full, so you're okay. You're back to dying 2 now because of his hit.
Jesus, I'm so sorry.
You dwarfs are all racist. We don't all look the same, you know.
Falcarol, what are you doing?
Stop hitting our allies. And I'm going to offer Prey to Solinar as I unleash 2 new. I'm going to double shot at the guy again.
Okay.
This time I'm going to back up about 15 or so feet.
Okay. So you got no penalty any longer?
And using all my actions.
You got it.
So a 23?
20. Oh, yes, 23 does hit. No, wait, no. Oh, this is because you're double shot?
Yes.
Okay, yes, that is a solid hit.
And then another 23.
Nice.
Actually, both good on that one.
Both are at maximum?
Yeah, they're both at the same attack bonus, and then after that I get the minus.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. So, this thing is just snarling. Then it is Trent's turn. Trent, give us a D20 roll.
I'm dying.
Don't die. Oh, dying 3.
No. Dying 3. One more round and you shuffle off this mortal coil.
You better heal him, Cola.
This is... Okay, so his turn. He will turn to Cola. And first try to attack Cola. You got a 17 AC. 18.
I do.
Shit. I rolled a 30. Yeah. So I got a critical hit on you.
Oh, no.
I need a fortitude save from you, please. And you take 18 points of damage.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Those crits are no joke. Remember what John was saying before session?
It's not updating my... Well, it's fine. It's in my hit points bar.
Yeah. So I can sure when you guys are saying that it's not showing up on your end, it is showing up on mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so it is displaying.
That's what's important.
Then the follow-up attack is a miss, and then it will gesture... And you succeeded as well. You weren't drained. It pulls in yet another... hold on, not minus plus. Another skull. Cola, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna have to do this quick. I'm gonna heal myself.
Which action you doing?
Because if you do 3, you heal yourself and everyone else in the range, and you'll damage to Kelly Lee potentially.
But that takes your whole turn.
That's fine. I will do that thing.
Okay. Give us a 1d8 roll, please.
On 8. Come on, 8.
Come on, 8.
It's enough to get Trin up, though.
Thanks, roll 20. That was great.
Yeah, but it
great.
is... that was positive damage, though. So look at this.
That'll do more against him. That'll be cool.
Yeah. Look at that. So you gain 2. Trin, you gain 2. And then it is Falcarol's turn. What are you doing, Falcarol?
Okay, I'm going to take another double shot at him.
Okay.
Whispering a prayer to Solinar, because I'm about to have to head in there. 17?
17 is a miss.
And a 19.
19 is a hit. And that is actually enough it tries to reach its hand up. You hit it, and this thing just slumps to the ground. Trin, you are awake once again. So this thing is on the ground. You sort of pull yourself back. And
last action, I'm going to move closer to it and get ready.
Yeah. And what you can see as this thing's on the ground and it's ragged and shaking. First off, everyone gets a hero point. Its whole body is trembling. And its red paws and its red maw. And then its red eyes look up at you. And it sputters out in common. Finish it.
Give him the box.
Finish it, did he say?
What if
He said finish it, and Falcarol said give him the box.
you wait?
I'll take the box out. Does he react when I take
So you
it
take
back?
it out, and this red box seemed to match almost identically the red of his eyes. And you can almost feel your friend's presence.
Can I open the box now, or is it still locked?
You can, actually.
Oh, okay.
And you feel yourself compelled to say something. And what you say, you know it is not you, it is your friend speaking. And it says, "Let me satisfy your hunger. For where I go, I will never be hungry again." The box opens, and you see a red apple within. He looks at you. Now, you recognize this feeling, Trin. He looks at you, he looks at the box, and he has the look of like an animal so beaten that it fears taking any action for fear of what a master might do.
I shall just drop the apple down in front of him.
Can't you do so? He sniffs for a moment, cautiously takes it, and as he takes his first bite in it, what you see, almost like someone running a brush through, all of his fur transforms to a perfect snow white in color. His eyes transform from red to a sky blue. And he brings himself up. He looks at you all. The apple is seemingly gone. A single bite was all that was required. But he looks at you all, freed from his hunger, and says, "Thank you." He turns, and what you see is as he begins loping down, he changes into an almost chalk white full hyena. And you find waiting down below is a pack of 100 of these white hyenas waiting for him, and they all disappear one by one into the steppe, leaving only you guys, the empty red box, and the steppe around you. What do you guys do?
Go release the tension from my bow, put it away, and then walk over to Trin and see if I can treat his wounds.
Sure.
Yeah, I would put my axes away.
Blood point.
Can I assist in the medicine at all? Is that a thing?
Hold on, before you spend that, Trin, it's the key. The key feels quite cold in your, like something's happening.
I'll take it out, yeah. Just check.
As soon as you take it out, boom, a blue door appears, seemingly floating in midair.
Huh.
You look on either side, it's just a door, blue door frame with a blue door.
So I look at the key and obviously don't really know what's going on, what I'm doing, but I instinctively put it into the keyhole.
Okay. Yep. Turn it and it opens up. Once again, what you see, the in-between waiting for you. And you see at the bar, once again, the same bartender. He looks up. You're back. Come in. Come in. Close the door behind you, though.
I'll step in, keen to get out of this place.
As soon as you step in, Trin, you can restore your hit points to full, and you can give yourself a hero point.
Does this apply to anyone who is lower than their full hit points?
Who's
Or
next?
is it
Who's next going to step
Trin?
in?
Oh, I see. I thought we were all going in. Never mind.
Oh, I'll step in next, yeah.
Okay. Falcarol, you step in, give yourself a hero point, and restore all of your lost spells. And Cola, same thing applies for you. You gain all of your spells back, max your hit points out, and gain one hero point.
All right.
So you all step in, and you feel whatever travails you went through before, you're all feeling much better now. And he says, how did it go?
Well, it was bloody, but in the end, Tekeli Lee returned to his pack, hunger sated.
He nods as if he knew the outcome. Places his hand on the green box and pushes it forward all across the bar. Are you ready for your next task?
Falco will reach out and take this one.
Okay. She grabbed that one, place it in. He says, a moment, and he plays around with that, whatever the apparatus is behind him. And he then... there we are. Once again, Trin, the smells are strange. The light seems to grow darker outside. He says, there we are. He gestures at the blue door. Ready when you are.
You ready for this, Trin?
After that, I think I'm ready for anything.
Okay.
Who's opening the door?
I'll open it this time.
Okay, you grab the door.
Turn back and say, same key?
This is what you see. There is a graveyard stretching before you, and it appears that there is, through the mist, there's a church at the far end. There's a chill that hangs in the air. Nothing compared to what you see in the Icewind Dale, of course. But there's definitely a chill in the air here. Trin still has the key, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you each step out, it's what happened before. When you release the handle on the door, it says, if that door and that location was never there. The ground is loamy. Falcor, would you give us a nature check, please? Trin, I think you can as well. I think you guys are both trained in that.
It's outside my scope.
Either of you want a hero point then?
Sure. I'll hero point it.
Okay.
You're better than me.
Not by much.
Okay.
This is not the environment Falcor is familiar with.
There's something unsettling about this. What I was hoping is that if with success you may be able to put your finger on what it is, but it's just there's something off about this place.
In that case, Falcor he'll stow his bow and get his spear out,
Okay.
just to change things up.
Okay.
I'll keep my bow out.
And what do you guys intend to do next?
Is there a obvious path like before leading us through?
There is a church, but this whole place is crowded in by trees, as if the trees were wanting to push any sign of civilization away. This place feels old and unwelcoming. There is also, apart from the buzz of insects, there is no sign of anything here. Any animal.
Church it is then. I'll keep my eye out for any kind of holy symbols or whatnot as we go.
Sure.
He's sniffing at the air as we walk.
The air is foul. There is a rot or perhaps a sickness to it. Why don't you give us actually a perception check, Trin?
Okay.
You know the smell when meat has gone off. That is the stink in here. There's the stink of sickness.
And it's all round.
Yeah. Colda, this is where you find yourself now.
Yeah, so some sort of graveyard in a forest. All right. And which box did we grab?
Green.
The green one? Okay.
Well, let's continue towards the church.
Okay. So you begin your march towards the church through this loamy soil. You keep having moments where you stop and like, what is the sound that's happening in the woods? A moan, a sob. And why don't you each give us a perception check? Let's just see who spots this first. Ooh, Falco and Trin at the same time.
Look at that.
The pair of quasi-rangers. So you both sort of walk around something. You guys have been killing it on the perception checks today, too. Like, you had that nat 20 to start things off. You walk past this one larger tombstone, and Trin, you sniff, and Falco, you just sort of, you can feel something off. You both turn and look, and there is a stinking, bloated human corpse with flies buzzing all around this thing. Falcrel, would you give us a medicine check, please?
Absolutely.
You can tell, you don't know the particulars of it, nor can you identify the disease, but there is a sickening pox from the markings on this thing's skin. Scabrous, bleeding ulcers across the face and the rest of the body. You know these are not just signs of the hungry breeding insects. This is an illness, a miasma that hangs in the air. Would everyone give us a fortitude check, please?
Yes. So Falcor just secretly raises his thing over his nose, but I don't think that's going to help.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled decently.
Trin, yeah, you guys are all, everyone except for Trin is okay. Trin, you want to spend a hero point?
Makes sense with his super sensitive nose.
Also, Trin is a notoriously low con in every other game, so.
He does not like that.
Okay, so what you can mark yourself... if you are marked down as drained 1 right now, or drained at all, get rid of that. You're just at drained 1 right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Valkyrie will say there's some kind of, illness in the air. Cover your mouths.
You can put yourself at 19 hit points as well, Trin.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to make sure you had your full hit points.
That's very kind.
So yeah, you can feel... definitely can feel something is in the air. So, if you guys carry on, you pass more and more of these things shrouded by the hanging thick fog. The fog itself has a distinctly foul odor to it. And as you get closer, almost like it's crowded in, as if the trees themselves were trying to push the thing down, there is a single-storied chapel in here. And while the state of the chapel is very bad, the stained glass in the windows remain in place. Falker, you had a question about the faith. Would you give us a religion check, please?
Yes.
Look at that. There is a single word that escapes your lips. Nurgle.
Open not.
And what you see as you're looking up at this, the stained glass at one point had the same things you would expect from similar churches. Churches set up to be in service to the community, in veneration of a benevolent God. What they have become is something altogether more sinister. Where there is a playful child originally depicted, it is now bent and discolored, as if somehow the stained glass itself reworked itself into a horrific distortion of what was intended. Angels have blackened wings in place of their majesty, and their faces discolored with plague. Knights, their armor rusted, and where they had at once been praying at the feet of some kind of holy priest, it now appears as if they are partially consuming them. The glass that features in here, it is a hall of horrors. The door, you realize, lays open. What do you guys do?
Other than feeling extremely nervous about being a priest here.
Pray to the almighty God Emperor of mankind.
Start moving towards the door. Feel like we need to go in. This place needs cleansed, whether what we're doing here or not.
You hear from within, because you start moving up the stairs, and there's a booming voice that comes. Welcome. Enter and receive the blessing of the Plague One. A divine sickness. You cannot see yet who speaks in this darkened chapel.
Falkrolls, he's gonna look around and cast a light on his spear and lift it to point inside and look for the source of the voice.
So it seems as if are you going to step inside the chapel then?
He's gonna light the sphere and move it forward as he moves in.
Okay.
Yeah,
as you enter the chapel, Falkrol, would you kindly give us a fortitude save?
Yeah, I figured this was gonna happen.
Oh
No!
I would like to hero point that.
I would like you to do that too.
Well, it's not as bad as
it's not as bad. So as you go in, you realize like it's almost as if like you thought it was darkness, and then you move it in, and it's a fucking cloud of flies that you're stepping through, biting and stinging. You are drained one. Who is next in?
Clutching my holy symbol, I will
try to grunt out a warning.
You know what?
It comes out of.
Hold on. Oh no, that can't apply. Okay, yeah, clutching my holy symbol, I will. I'll go into.
Go ahead and give us a fortitude save.
Alrighty, come on, not a 1.
It's not a 1.
It's not a 1.
You want a hero point that?
Close to a 1.
Oh yeah. I'll hero point that. Okay, try again.
There you go, no problem. And then finally, Trin, both of them have walked through what is seeming like almost as if it's a hanging carpet of buzzing insects. The light has disappeared on the far side of this.
Um,
I'll wait at the door, guys. You just
I don't blame him.
I'm gonna wait here. I'm good. I'm good. You got this.
his experience with sort of bugs and creatures, he's going to light up a torch to see if it sort of drives him back a bit.
Yeah, I'll give you a +2 to your fortitude save.
And he's gonna,
Yeah, would he even have that much experience with bugs in the Icewind Dale? Like,
Oh yeah, in the summertime. Oh yeah.
Oh, I guess yeah.
As someone who grew up in Winnipeg, let me attest to
yeah.
True, the tundra
black
becomes
flies and fucking mosquitoes. Oh yeah, they're awful.
Yeah, fair.
Nat 20,
Fair.
baby.
there you go.
Like the right
Beautiful.
thing for the occasion.
So you step through this, and they actually dissipate as you step in. And you hold this up. The church or the chapel has seemingly no ceiling any longer, as if the trees themselves have twisted in. And you realize as you go in, Falker, I was asking you before about your check, to your nature check. As Trin waves the light up, or as I guess your light illuminates and the torch illuminates, there is a sickly like fungus that has grown into all of the trees. Whoa. Everything here that lives is sick. And at the far end of the hallway, about 60 feet down, standing atop where a preacher's dais may once have been, and surrounded by either the dead or soon-to-be bodies of the horrifically ill, is the champion of Nurgle.
Yes.
I just like to pause and say I love all the callbacks that we're seeing so far. This is great.
I love Mo, and I wanted to do something that was, something that really spoke to it. You, in fact, can see among the corpses a young man dressed in finery, the body of a dwarf dressed in leather armor, and what looks to be the crushed-in head of some kind of halfling. So, this champion stands at the far end and says, "You have come. Kneel and receive the infectious blessing." He spreads his arms wide, holding that massive axe like it's absolutely nothing. You guys are surrounded by a small circle of pure white light coming from Falkrol's staff and the dancing flames at the end of Trin's torch. Let's do two things, guys. First, everybody gets a hero point. And next, let's take our mid-session break. So, for those listening at home, we will be back in 5 minutes, and then we will see what our heroes do against this champion of plague. So, back momentarily.
I am glad I decided to use my spear. I'll let Cola get close in and dirty because he's a dwarf. He's got a good fortitude save, right?
Yeah. Well, that might come in handy here because dwarves. I don't know if they have it in PF2, but the dwarven resistance to poisons and stuff might help us.
Yeah, you do have that. Yes. I have a Constitution of 10, and I'm drained 1 now, so my fort save is 4. I would like to stay out of his reach.
I like I'm gonna steal this the in between idea. I like this. It's got a very I messaged Kevin privately. It's got a very Howl's Moving Castle vibe to it. Which is
the
cool.
moment I heard the in between, I'm like, that's a good name.
Yeah,
that's a good name.
That's good. That's good.
Wonder if this guy's flammable.
Don't know. Depending on how closely Kevin is modeling this on On actual Warhammer lore, don't know that'll make a difference.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Fucking failing my dex check to try and unmute my thing here. Okay. Falco, are you drained?
Drained 1 from the.
Okay, so
your
hit point should be 15 then. Current 15. Yeah, I don't know why I was showing the plus on there, but that's okay. There we go. All right, so then, guys, why don't we do this? Unless you guys are submitting to the, Lord of Plagues, no?
Would he rather have the box or?
Seems unlikely to accept it. These are difficult to convince targets. All right. Ooh, not great. Not great. Okay, and then who? You click on your token, click on initiative, please, there. Cola.
All right, yeah.
Go.
Hey!
Go. Nicely done. All right, so 60 feet back. And you know what? Let's live large. Because I think this is what Mo would like.
Uh-oh.
Why don't you all get a hero point?
Oh no! This is the kind of hero point I don't know if I want. It's kind of like I feel like we just got to that point in the video game where we just got a whole bunch of heal ups and armor pluses and ammo right before a door.
All right, so Cola, you're up first. You are 60 feet back from this thing. You have both. What do you both your axes out? One of your axes out. What do you think?
I probably would. If you're willing to minorly retcon just a little bit, I may have taken the axes. No, you know what? No, because I said I was clutching the holy symbol when I entered, so that's what my hands are doing.
So you got one axe in one hand and one?
I have just the one axe in one hand, and that's it right now.
Okay.
Probably the dwarven axe because it can be done with both hands.
Yep. Okay.
However,
spellcasters, all your spells are back.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay.
So I think the first thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to cast Forbidding Ward.
Oh, nice. Who's that going on?
You ward an it has to be an ally. I can't do this to myself.
You are your own ally.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to? Okay. I will.
It's going to cost you an action every turn to keep it up, so.
Is it?
Yeah, it's sustained.
Oh, okay. Is that how concentration works in this game?
Yeah.
You have to actually use an action to. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will ward myself against the hostile attacks of this thing.
Okay.
So I get +1 to my AC and saving throws against the targets. That's cool.
Okay. And then you have one more
two
action.
actions, and I get one more action.
Mm-hmm.
All my spells everything is one action, or two actions. So I will. I think maybe I'll just take out the other axe. That's my third action.
Okay. Then at the end of your round, Cola, would you kindly give us a fortitude save?
Oh, this is a continuous thing I see. Lovely. Oh, no.
You want to hero point that?
The Dungeon Master giveth, and the Dungeon Master taketh away. Yeah, I'll re-roll that.
Okay. There you go. No problem. All right. Trin Stainpaw. 3 actions.
Hey.
What are you doing?
I drop the torch.
Okay. Free action.
Take out my bow.
I'm assuming you had the bow in one hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for like you and for Falcro, it sounds like you guys are always sort of traveling with that ready to go.
I got my spear.
Oh,
this
you got your
time,
spear
so.
out. That's right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. In that case, then I shall target him as
Easier.
my new prey.
Okay.
And I shall loose off a shot at him.
Go right ahead. Off of his armor.
I think I'm going to start off by hero pointing that.
Okay. Sounds good.
Try and make a good start. Or not.
Okay. Shot number
So that's
2.
the first shot.
There you go. Nat 20, baby. But that, what the fuck with that roll? Oh, no. 3 points of damage on a crit.
So that's the normal damage.
Roll 20 hates us.
Oh. Yeah.
I do get +8 though, don't I? For me hunting.
Yes, for hunting. Yes, you do. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh,
there you go. That makes a difference. Heck yeah. Okay, so one shot, it sinks into a chink in its armor, and you think it looks like, you know, when like a mushroom kind of, you know, gives off its spores? That's what happens as this thing sinks into him. You have one more action, or two more actions.
I shall fire a third shot.
Okay. Shatters on his armor. You have one more action.
And we're in, has it got pews and stuff? It's in
Kind of
a
pushed to the
church.
side, but yeah. You can try and run and get cover if you like.
I'm going to definitely get over to one side, so he would have to struggle to get to me.
Okay.
You know, clambering over or...
Sounds good. Falcrill, you're up next. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, John. Another fortitude save, please, Trin.
Yeah, sorry. 10.
Are you going to hero point that?
I shall give that another go. I don't know why I bothered. Okay.
Okay. You are currently drained 1.
Yeah.
That is a critical fail. So you are currently drained 3.
Oh my god. Okay.
As this illness is just taking over. Falcro, your turn. What are you doing?
He raises his spear above his head and calls on the blessing of Solinar. Cast Bless.
Nice.
So he's starting to emanate like 5-foot area around him of light.
Yep.
So as long as you're in it, you're going to get a bonus to your attack rolls.
Okay, and then one more action.
Then
You extend the emanation.
he's going to extend it. He's going to spin it and just
Nice.
10
You get 10 feet out from you. Awesome. Then
fort save.
yes, fort save, please. Nice. Yep, you're okay. You're feeling
right
feverish.
Now, it sucks.
Is everyone sick at this point, or is Cola still free of it?
I'm the only one that remains untainted.
Okay.
By
You
Nurgle's
guys are
rock.
unclean. All right, so then the champion's turn. Faster than you would think something this size can move, he leaps off of the thing, lands with both hands on that massive axe, and if you can't tell from it, there's a bunch of disgusting semi-dried blood on that. You probably don't want to get that inside you. Mm-hmm. He needs to spend 2 actions to race over. Would each of you give us a D20 roll? Low roll is his target. Cola.
Great. I mean, I am warded, so maybe that'll help me.
Yep, plus 1 to your... Here we go.
Yeah, plus 1 to my AC.
So I hit an AC of 21.
Fuck it.
Okay, you take, as this thing smashes down into you, it is 16 points of damage, and I need another... I need a fortitude save from you, please.
You get a +1 because you're...
I do get +1 to this, but woohoo! 16 total.
No. Why would you get +1? Bless only gives bonus to
his
attack.
forbidding ward.
It's my forbidding ward. Gives me +1 against
nice.
saving
Okay,
throws
good.
against the target creature.
Yep. So then that is that include your +1?
No, it's a 16 total.
16 total is good enough. So the whatever illness is caught in that cursed blade, he brings it up. He's ready to attack once again. Cola, what are you doing?
Oh, thanking Clangadin for one.
Got your back, literally.
And I've got to take 2 actions this turn and heal myself because 4 hit points is not where I want to be.
Okay.
I was going to do that.
You are engaged with him, and this has where's the components? 1 to 3 actions. So it's a somatic component, which means it triggers attacks of opportunity. If they have very few things have it, the champion of Nurgle does.
Oh, so I might die before I heal myself.
But your AC with your bonus, what is it?
With the bonus, where's my? It's 18 total.
1 point off. The axe
The
comes
ward
up.
saved your life.
You're like,
Oh,
what?
glory to Clangadin!
Holy smokes. Yeah, he is a fearsome opponent. So go ahead and roll your healing, your extra 1d8. Or you roll your 1d8 plus 10 is what you're healing.
Right. Okay, I'll just do it. 1d8.
Wait, no. 1d8 plus 8. Forgive me.
Yeah.
Plus 8, yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 10, geez. We're
Plus
first
10
level.
is, I'm thinking of the battle medicine. Yeah. There you go. 14 hit points back. And you still have one action. What would you like to do?
I mean, I might as well try to hit it with the axe.
Yep.
That I have out.
There's a great big button on the command console inside his brain that just says "hit it with the axe."
Hit it with the axe. Oops, a little drone came out.
You got bless on you, so come on.
Yeah, actually, does the spell just checking forbidden ward? No, it does. No, never mind.
No, but you do have bless. Thanks to Falcon. 21 is a hit.
Nice.
Schwack. Look at this. Boom. All right, then Cola, at the end of your turn, would you give us a fortitude save, please?
Yep. All right.
Nice.
25
and
total.
as you hit in, once again, that spores come out. So actually, I do need a separate. What would this be? Would this be? Let's make it a reflex save. Hold your breath.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, how quickly I can, whether or not I can close my mouth in time.
The spores came out from when you injured it.
Nope.
You want to hero point that?
I mean, what do I have? No, I'm gonna save the hero point in case, because I feel like the aura effect is worse for me.
So then, what this causes? This is slowed 1. You lose 1 action next turn.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Trin, what are you doing?
Once again, I shall loose off Huntage.
Okay. You want to hero point that?
In his rolls. Yeah, I am. He's going.
Okay.
He's going full guts or glory.
Go. Ew, that's a hit. Schwunk. And 1d8 extra for your. So 6. Nice. Schwunk.
And then the second shot. Oh, that's definitely a miss.
Okay. Then you have 2 more actions.
He's going to take his third shot.
Okay.
God, it's getting worse.
Okay. 1 more action. You're pulling a Dumere.
Yeah, I am going to. No, I'm not.
Okay, so that is unfortunately a miss. We had John in our last session of Parador. James attacked 4 times in a round with Sally Dumere and hit with every single hit.
Wow.
It was crazy. Just boom, 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 boom. Beat the bejesus out of this poor bastard. Then it is end of turn. Trin, I need another fortitude save from you, please. Actually, hold on. You're at drained 3 right now, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're as bad as you can get. You don't need to worry about saves.
Yeah.
Here, Darren.
You can't
turn
get
around.
more sick.
Turn around. Let me take that knife out of your back for you.
Falcarel, you're up. What are you doing?
Alrighty, I'm going to use 2 actions. I'm not going to extend bless because I'm already right next to Cola.
Yep.
I'm gonna call on Solano's power and touch the Dwarven War Axe in Cola's hand.
Yep.
And then with my third action, I'm gonna spin my spear around and try to jab it right in its abdomen.
So, does the spear have reach? It
does,
right?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. Okay,
so
go
I
ahead.
imagine like I'm like right behind Cola going poke and then jab.
Love it. Go ahead and make your attack roll. Come on,
Elven
big money.
Sphere.
Thank you for saving
hero point
me
that?
in action.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Oh,
15.
15, no, not even close. This thing's very heavily armored.
Okay, and I'll get my fortitude save out of the way.
Okay, come on.
I'll
There you
stick
go.
that.
There you go. Okay, then it is the Plague Knight's turn. First things first, Cola with the glowing axe. His axe up and then down.
Miss.
29.
That's
Not
a crit.
That's a crit, isn't it?
18 is the AC target.
Yep.
Great.
Okay,
Great.
so then
Great.
that is...
I only have... Okay, yep.
Hold on. So it's 25 damage.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So he knocks Cola down in one single shot. He then strides to you, Falcarol, and brings that axe down. But this is -5 because this thing is not agile. Oh no, he's got reach. Never mind. So he doesn't even need to move. Second attack is +7. That is a 14. In front of you, and then he brings it back and around for one more attack. I've only got +2 on this one. That's a 19 though.
That'll hit though.
Clips you. That is 16 points of damage.
I'm out.
And he's down.
Oh. What?
I only had 15 hit points.
Cola. Well, and you guys actually wait. You guys would
I'm
actually,
out.
yeah, you would be before.
I've got unless there's like a death saving throw I need to do.
There is a saving throw you need to do.
Yeah, I figured.
Trin, your 2 allies are down. What are you doing? Anna's very upset about this, by the way.
Yeah. Even if we make our saves, we won't be conscious until we get healed. So.
I wonder if there's anything in that box that might help.
Have you checked? Who's got the box? Isn't Falcor have the box?
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah. First thing I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
I'm at the right distance and stuff, so I'm gonna do my standard.
No.
I've run out of points, so this is the hunted shot, so I'll do both.
There you go. So 1d8. There you go.
That's the extra.
Okay. So that is 11.
Yep.
Look at that.
And Falcrew's, he's right next to him, isn't he?
Yep.
Well, 10 feet from him.
10
he's
feet
got
from him,
reach.
yeah, because this thing is, well, weapon has reach.
He can reach, can't he?
Yeah, and you have seen that he has attacks of opportunity, so you have to sort of make sure you're not getting within range of him to get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Two more actions. What are you doing?
yeah, he's feeling pretty desperate. He thinks he's going to go for the box because it helped last time.
Okay.
Or it's potentially could help. So he's going to move towards. I don't know how many actions it's going to take to get over there.
Only one. You guys are all fairly close to one another right now, so.
Would I be able to keep out of range of this giant axe?
Yep. Yep.
And get to him? Okay.
And then to get it off of him, why don't we have you make a thievery check?
Okay.
Just to quickly get it out of there. Yeah, a 14 is what I had in mind. So yeah, easy. So you've got the box in your hand. Cola, give us a D20 roll, please.
Can hero points be used on these?
I think so. I can't remember. No, so there you go. You're fine. You're not losing anything. And Falcarol,
Oh no.
dying 1 or dying 2 then, right? Yeah. Okay. Then it is the Plague Knight. He brings that axe back. He'll have to step forward to come to you, Trin. And he swings. Jack dice.
This hits too hard.
That's a 21, so that is a hit. Shwoonk. That is only 9 points of damage, though. I do need a fortitude save from you, please.
Yep.
Yeah, no problem. And then his follow-up, a 2, whang, splinters the wood at the feet, and then wah, brings the axe up again. Trin, it's your turn again. What are you doing?
I'm trying to open the box now that this thing's, in the presence of this creature that I think it's related to.
It opens up, and it looks like there is a small container with a flat, low, green round ceramic container with a cork lid on the top within.
And there's obviously no clue of what's inside it. I'm going to open it.
Cool. There is a salve within.
All right. I don't know if it's for us or for him or for the bodies. I'm going to basically just get a handful of this stuff.
Yep.
I don't know how big it is. Fingers,
Yep.
couple of fingers or whatever. And I'm going to run over and I'm going to try and jab him in the eyes with it.
Sure. Now, why don't you go ahead and give us whatever your melee weapon is. Just go ahead and give us a melee weapon attack.
Just use a longsword.
Okay.
No, I haven't got any.
So you get in and you smear, but what you see is that where it touches his armor, the tarnish and whatnot that you see on there is completely and utterly removed. Okay. Cola.
I mean, I'm still at
Just a
zero.
D20 roll, please.
Oh, another. Sorry. Okay,
Yep.
yeah. Come on.
You stabilize.
Nat 20.
Yep, you're stabilized. Falcro.
9-3.
Fuck. Oh, he's coughing and seemingly giving it up. And his. So I actually need. You've slowed him, so he only has 2 actions. I'm going to make a will save for him. So he turns, coughing, and says to you, Trin, "What have you done?" What's your AC again?
18.
I couldn't remember who had 4. I rolled a 5. 17 to hit. I couldn't remember which of you guys had the 17.
I have the 17 normally.
Swings the axe at you. Trin, your turn. What are you doing?
I've seen this has had an effect on him. Yeah, I'm going to try similar to last time. I can't actually sort of pour this or anything, so I've got to try and sort of apply it to him, haven't I?
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm going to try again.
You're like an aggressive body shop employee. Come here!
Try this!
Exactly. Go ahead and make your attack. Oh, it is very close enough to 3:30. Let's have everyone have a hero point once again.
I don't think I'll bother putting that
I
on.
spend hero points not to die.
So because he is flat-footed, that is close enough to get in. All you need is to touch him. You get in to his pestilent flesh, and he collapses. And you feel, once again, your friend's words. Allow me to soothe what ails you. For where I have gone, I will never feel sick again.
I freaking knew it.
And as he drops to the ground, you see that, for one thing, Falcro and Trin, you guys can remove your drained condition. And Falcro, I believe with that, it should restore you back to 2 hit points.
It does, actually.
Mm-hmm. So, you cough, you look over and you see Cola is unconscious but seems stable. What you see is, slowly starting with him, the rot and corruption that has taken hold completely disappears. And I'm going to make sure I have this here. Where is he? what stands in his place? No. You coming out? Come
I
on.
see it.
There's two of them now. Brilliant, shining armor. While it does not restore the chapel, the rot and corruption that has beset this place completely disappears. And what you instead find is a chapel nestled in trees, as opposed to be forced out. The insects are gone. Kola, you sort of cough and regain consciousness at 1 hit point. The knight turns to you, Trin, and says, "Thank you." And as he leaves, you can see with each step, the stained glass returns to its former grandeur. There is no sun shining through here. There is no brilliant colors. They are very muted in the deep of the night. But that almost seems to enhance their beauty, because you can see them simply for what they are. He leaves without speaking another word. What do you guys do?
Valkyro groans and sit up. And
Yeah, I'll check over my companions.
They seem pretty beaten up, and it's like they've, a fever has just broken. They're slick with sweat. You feel it yourself. Your nose is all dry. But it does seem like it's broken, and they seem more themselves. That key once again feels cold.
Yeah, after I've checked them over, I once again feel around for the key and have a look.
Okay. Yeah.
Valkyro reaches over and like grabs Cola's shoulder and is like, "You okay?"
Been better.
So as you guys are getting each one another up, Trin, you draw the key out, and once again, that door, the blue door, is once again there. What do you do?
I sort of help them up
My feet.
Okay.
and
Lean on my
So-
staff.
move them over towards the door and open the door, thinking that hopefully that will restore them like it did to me.
You feel the door open, and once again, you find the in-between waiting. And once again, that mustachioed man looks up from the bar. "Ha! The task is completed then."
I just nod and I sort of gently sort of push my companions in.
Come in, close the door behind you, and as was before, as each of you steps in, gain a hero point, restore all of your hit points, and regain all of your spells.
That was rough. And kind of look between the two companions. I'm like, "Are we in over our head?" Feels like we are.
That last one certainly did feel like that, yeah.
Make sure you've removed all of your drained conditions as well, because you have been completely purged of any of those unnatural illnesses. So as you step in, the man behind the bar looks at the blue box and says, "Are you ready then?"
Cola, you feel up to carrying the box this time?
Sure. Blue box.
This one feels a little heavy.
Oh, then it's probably better I take it anyway.
You chose
Okay.
the strongest character.
So you put that, store it on yourself somehow. And the man behind the bar, he sets up, once again, 3 steaming mugs of mulled wine for you to enjoy while he works the sextant once again. Again, Trin, different smells and different light. He then turns around Well, drink up. You'll need it for this one. Oh, and he gestures towards the coats. You may want those.
I'll down my mead or wine and go grab my Craig Cat cloak.
Okay.
We'll use my bow again this time.
Who is the one who opens the door?
Trin's got the key, so.
Trin, you open the door.
Oh, I'm home.
And there is a incredibly tough breeze that blows in. Colder, well, equal in cold, I should say, to the worst you've seen in the winter of the White Witch. What you see before you is massive cyclopean ruins of some lost civilization. You may notice in the background a freeway of some kind or bridge that leads to yet more. This is some sprawling, massive, decrepit city. As you open the door, once again, the bartender says, "If you could close the door."
I'll probably be the last one out this, or I mean, whatever, it doesn't matter. Close the door behind us.
Yep. Close, and then once again, it is gone as if it did not exist.
What would happen if we leave it open? Too late now.
What do you guys wish to do? The wind here is quite bad.
We don't recognize any features, do we?
Why don't you give us a society check, everybody?
Yeah.
Cole, are you giving us a society?
Sorry, I am.
These cola, these appear to be the ruins of giants, and they must be very, very old.
Huh. Well then, that would certainly explain. So, like, I must be like itty bitty at my height compared to this.
Oh yeah, like these are huge. Cyclopean is the right word for it. These things are just unbelievably and inconceivably large. Nothing has been built to accommodate the human gnoll or elf size, let alone the more compact frames of dwarves.
And yet I'll look around and kind of there's a look of just awe and admiration on my face too, going like I feel an affinity for this nonetheless. Like, this is solid workmanship.
Dracula like straightens his back and looks around and says, if we see any cliffs, avoid them.
Everything around here is a cliff.
Yeah, if you look back, like you are in the middle of some, seemingly unending mountain range. This is not a matter of you being up at a high point looking down. Like you are smack dab in the middle of this. Must be, if as a frame of reference, perhaps this is in the middle of the Spine of the World Mountains. But who can tell?
This is the personification, though, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Yeah. Yeah, these are just huge. So, what do you guys do? This city seems to sprawl out all across this mountain, and it seems across to the next peak. This is an abandoned city of the giants.
Maybe we should follow the path that seems to have worked for us before.
A path? Was it a frozen river or?
I'll go straight in anyway.
Looks like probably a path, though there are no markings on it. Yeah. Well, actually, why don't you give us those who are trained in survival? Give us a survival check, please.
Yes, that is my thing.
Falcarol, there you go.
Oh, well, I'm not trained in survival. What am I doing? Sorry.
Falcarol, there are some very old, like they've been blown over and whatnot, but there are some very old tracks that they are human in dimension, but they are about 3 times as large, if not more. And this, the length of the stride, you would guess, is close to like 20 feet tall.
Were they heading in a specific direction?
Up. But it's tough to tell how long ago.
It's your best guess if it's following near the path. So we follow them.
Okay. So you follow along. As you make your way through here, why don't you each give us a perception check, please? Cola, perhaps this is a little bit of, where you have been the last couple of times in performing the tasks for your friend, or perhaps it is the disquiet that dwarves feel living in the, walking in the, even as a ruin, walking in the city of a racial enemy. Or a traditional enemy, I should say. But you distinctly feel like you are being watched. Apart from these tracks, you haven't seen a single sign that anything has lived here for centuries. Every hearth is as cold as the White Witch's heart. Every place as barren as an end of winter larder.
Be mindful. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears sharp. I think we're being watched.
Tell me about your strategy here, guys, for exploring around here. In light of how oversized, even a staircase is something that cannot easily be surmounted.
Well, I'm certainly going to need some help up.
Again, you can assume you've got a bunch of like your regular adventuring gear. What your characters would,
yeah.
So,
but I'll have I especially am gonna have to it's gonna take me a long. We can only move as quickly as I can. Basically,
yeah.
I mean, this group's used to that anyway, I suppose.
I suppose we could use rope to keep hold of ourselves if we got to go over something extremely steep.
Good climber, I believe. So,
see, I'm looking at. I'm trained in athletics, so I think I might be able to take point.
Okay.
But I'm not that great at it.
And I'm good at acrobatics, not athletics. So.
Okay. So after about maybe 3 hours, you do lose the tracks at one point, and then have to kind of come up with another strategy, which is maybe just like looking around trying to find them again. And you realize it is getting close to nightfall.
It'll be colder during night. We should probably look for a place to hole up.
Yeah, look for one of these buildings maybe nearby.
I think what you guys could likely find is at one point in here, a bit of a storm sets in as the evening falls, but you do successfully find what probably was some kind of silo or storage place from before, barren and empty, like not a single. There's maybe a seed or two that remains that hasn't rotted to dust, but it's like it's about as comfortable as it would be sleeping in a concrete silo. Because the thing's so big for you, it's difficult to find a place where you can get yourself out of the wind. Between Trin and Falcarol's abilities, I think you guys are able to find a way to make a fire in here from what you can scavenge. But in the entire day or half day of travel here, again, there's not been a single, apart from those old tracks, not a single sign that anything has been here. as you guys are sitting around,
oh, sorry.
no, go ahead, Andrew.
I was looking at the others, and when we first started these quests, the bartender, he said we would know who to give this to when the time was right. Maybe the box can give us some indication of which way to go. I like look at it kind of dumbly. Mm-hmm. I like hold it up. I don't know. I really don't know.
And open it.
It does not seem to open if you try.
Yeah, it's not gonna.
Trent, would you give us a perception check? You're not sure why. Maybe because you've just been idly doing it the same way that you check, like, I don't know, you check to make sure your keys are in your pocket, change to make sure you got your wallet on your whatnot. Your hand goes to where you put the key, and it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Trin, you're supposed to be keeping an eye on our way home.
I definitely had it a few minutes ago. This place doesn't resemble where we were previously in any way, does it?
Do you mean the steps or the forest?
Well,
or
the
inn?
Conditions more.
Or the dale.
Where the inn was. But
Originally, no, it does not. I mean, like, it's winter here, but this is, it's winter down near, in the Icewind Dale, as opposed to winter in the, the highest peaks of the spine of the World Mountains, if that's where you are.
Mm. If we get closer to, like, these buildings or structures, like, are there any runes carved into the sides of them at all, like murals or tales of? Because I mean, I've Dwarven obviously, but I also, even in this version, you gave me Jotun.
Yep.
So maybe I can help. Maybe I can get a sense of, like, even if we knew an indication of, like, what this city may have been called or whatever, give our bearings a little.
This city had simply one name: Capital. And from the markings you can see on here, this seems to have been a meeting point of all kinds of giants, because you're seeing different sizes. You're seeing frost giants, cloud giants, fire giants, hill giants, stone giants, even Verbeek seemingly represented in here. Storm, yeah. This seems to have been the center of an empire. And you're seeing faded remnants of that in every place that you go. They are shrouded in ice and snow, or worn down. Could very well be, yeah. And you've been traveling, this is very high up, and there is a degree of going up and down, but I mean, like, you've been walking around this city for 4 or 5 hours before you finally bed it down. It's like this thing goes on and on.
Are we like just settled in now and resting?
Yeah.
And, like, could I maybe take a moment or several moments? I would maybe try to. I realize when I say commune with, I don't actually try. I don't mean to say, like, the actual spell that is a thing in the game, a mechanic. I realize that. But I would pray and try to commune and see if I can feel like my connection with Clangeddon. Like, does it feel normal? Do I feel anything? Am I?
Oh yeah. Like, you can still.
Am I on the material plane still? Do I know any sense about that? Or
I mean, the gods. I'm not sure that there's anywhere where the gods can, like, absent use of some very powerful magic. There's not really places on any of the planes that you're aware of the gods can be shut out of.
Okay.
That's what makes, the binding of Tharizdun such an extraordinary act, is because to finally, and even that was unsuccessful, because they can still whisper out the chained god.
Yeah. We get that sense every Wednesday. Thanks, George.
So yeah, Klangen is definitely here, but you can feel it feels very otherwise lonely. Like, this is a place not only forgotten by their people, but when the people are forgotten, how can the gods still remain? This is a place bereft of gods and the people who loved them.
Abandoned in every way that you could. Okay. I'll probably complete my rituals. I think both of you would see Cola is looking. I'm looking very, very forlorn, and like, especially knowing that that and that's saying something for me, because if we are in fact a version of the characters from our Crystal Shard game, then other things must also be true, including the fact that I remain an outcast of my own people. I remain completely. I am a nation unto myself in a way. In many ways, Cola is. And yet even I feel like this very quiet. I feel very small in this context, literally, but also figuratively. I'm very disturbed by how lonely and abandoned and quiet and empty this place feels, even if they are traditional enemies. This is very disturbing. I mean, I'll relay all of that in a much more effective way.
You can picture there's a flickering fire, massive darkness, the swirling of these winter winds or mountain winds around you guys.
Falkrol, he'll nod and say, I feel the same. It just feels like the entire place is waiting for something.
And has been for a very long time.
Can you do anything with the box? Maybe we just need to open it here.
I've tried. It don't open.
Trin would like to take a closer look at the box.
Well, I'll hand it over.
Sure.
Only to sort of sniff at it and feel the weight inside, try and get an idea of what it is. I
believe... Yeah, you picked up all of the other two boxes. One when you took off of Falkrol, and the first one you had. This is heavier than either of them. Again, you can't hear anything moving within, and it is identical in proportion, identical in make. The only differences are the color of the wood and the heft of the box.
Yeah, I'm not even going to cast Detect Magic because I'm pretty sure I know the answer.
Yeah. You can't hear anything when you move it. I can't smell anything. I can't identify in anyone. Give us a hint of what we might be needing to do. Okay, no, I shall hand it back and just say it's
Cola, did you share your feeling that you were being watched?
Yep. I told them both to keep their eyes peeled and ears alert.
Both of you, who are quite perceptive individuals, neither of you saw anything.
Didn't feel like we're being watched either?
No.
I quickly checked to make sure there's no black ice anywhere on my person.
Yeah. No.
Let me see your eyes.
Yeah. Are my eyes sparkling? Falkrol?
No more than usual.
So anything else that you guys wish to discuss before bedding down for the evening?
No, Falkrol just says, I think some sleep might bring us clarity, even with the healing that we're receiving from the in-between. It feels like ages since I've rested.
Was it a long time ago since you felt that watching feeling, or has that been since you've been here?
That's a good question, Dungeon Master. Has it been a perpetual feeling? Or?
No. Only since only as you were traveling through the city. Because you can picture that.
But like the entire 4 hours that we've been in this city? Okay. Yeah.
And again, that's why you thought of, you maybe were chalking up to some paranoia, because picture, just how far that thing goes up and all those empty, vacant doors and windows and whatnot looking down. And as you're passing under them, even if you just playing, tricks on your mind. If you get in your head that something's looking out at you, how can you not feel that something's hiding in there?
Is this something related directly to you, Cola?
No. These are. I mean, I'm unaware of any direct connection to giants that I have, other than our interactions with them in the Dale. But I can't shake the feeling. It seems to me that each of our quests, our friend has been trying to, it's clear our friend has been trying to tell us a message. So what message is he trying to tell us here?
Well, it was hunger, and then sickness. Here, I'm just tired.
Hey.
And alone.
I guess we must get some rest. Start again in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll take the first watch.
The one good thing with the morning, the ashen, bright but diffused with the hanging snow morning, is that there are no more blowing winds. The winds have finally died down, at least no more so than what they were normally on the mountain here. Sudden gusts and whatnot, but not the constant blowing that was over the evening. You look out, and still this silent and empty city stretches before you. What do you guys do?
We've got to climb.
It dawns. There's a couple of things that dawn on you, I suppose. Like, for one, you don't really know where you are. You've been traveling for half a day, and it still is more city. I'm not sure you've seen anything to eat.
And are we hungry?
You probably had some rations on you that you traveled to the in-between with initially. But once that's exhausted, that's sort of it. And you haven't seen birds or mountain goats or anything here.
But we still feel hungry and thirsty as the day goes on, right?
I mean, yeah, you definitely, like, you're still subject to your normal wants and whatnot. There is more city you have yet to see, it seems.
Yeah, like I'd want to keep exploring.
Yeah.
But I just can't shake the feeling that we're just kind of wandering aimlessly here. There has to be some sort of direction we need to, like, not. I mean, there must be some sort of specific.
Maybe the box could lead us to him. Is there?
I mean, I don't know. I tried to. I almost was suggesting using the box as a dowsing tool.
It doesn't seem to pull in any direction.
Yeah.
Doesn't get
Well,
warmer.
Could I make use of my feet? Survey wildlife to see if there's any signs of wildlife anywhere?
Sure. Yeah. Give us a survival check, please.
Nope.
You want to hear a point that?
I do, yes.
Okay.
I've got plenty to spare now.
I'm fast and loose with it. Okay. It doesn't seem like there's anything. Like, you're going around, this place is truly lifeless.
No buildings stand out bigger than the others. Any sort of grand looking
Yeah, like, they're all
building.
so big and they're all built to be such impressive features. And some of them are just, I mean, to be honest, like, unless you're spending the full day, some of them are just pretty much inaccessible.
Yeah.
You know?
And there's nothing higher up that stands out like a
Vaquil's gonna look down and
building
says,
higher up.
if I was here alone, like the last one here, lost in this loneliness, I'd want to find a spot where I could just see the setting sun and just watch it go down.
And looking up to that point, Trin, there is actually fairly high up. There is, like, you see where that bridge here? It's something like that leads up to a peak that seems to be above others, but there is something carved into it. And it does seem to have both east and westerly facing apertures. Doesn't appear to be windows or anything like that, but Kola, you be aware that things like frost giants and storm giants and cloud giants, that most of them don't feel the elements the way that the smaller races do. So having it open to the elements would be no different than having a door open in the height of summer to enjoy the elements.
I'll point it out. Maybe you should investigate there.
Works for me. It's some sort of direction. Better than wandering around.
Yes, let's go there.
So let's treat this as a bit of a what do you call it? A subsystem or a mini game. It's like Pathfinder 2 bends over backwards to not call it a skill challenge. It's really funny. What do you want to? Which of you thinks that they might first make a skill check to try and contribute to the goal of reaching here? I can think of things like athletics, or perhaps nature to judge like the best slope to take, or perhaps survival to try and spot certain paths, or crafting perhaps if you've got some kind of, or a lore that relates to like larger scale construction. I am open to suggestion here, guys. What are you thinking?
Athletics is going to be my stronger point if one of you two can get us a better route or something first.
I could look for a better route with nature.
Okay. So looking up at the thing, I mean, and yeah, you're living up to your. I forgot to give you a bird. I could have given you a pet. You're living up to your namesake. You know, you're studying the eyes. Why don't you give us a nature check, please?
Okay. Hey,
look at that. Okay, so yeah, you know what? There's a natural formation up here that you think it from the side it looks like there's nothing but craggy mountain, but there looks like there's a path that you could make your way up. It's going to entail some mountaineering and stuff, but it's doable. So you got one success, one token towards the success of it.
Well, I'm happy to sort of go ahead with a rope sort of tied round me to aid others to climb up.
Sure. Why don't you give us an athletics check?
Ahead.
Yeah, success as well. So we sort of see you guys making your way along, tied to one another, making your way up the side, trying to traverse this huge, sweeping cliff face. You're passing as well the ruins of, there's collapsed bridges that you're partly making use of. You take a break in the middle of the day as you are, as you're breaking your fast in one of the, former apartments. You see it leads, like, actually it was also built into the mountain itself, but those tunnels have collapsed over time, so you're not able to get inside, at least here. Kola, what are you thinking? What's your contribution going to be?
I don't know. I remain at a loss here. Okay.
Let's take a look at your character. Where do your strengths lie?
I guess in terms of the nature-ish, religion, obviously.
Society is history.
Society is history, and I mean, again, if there's any sort of more markings or anything that I could be keeping an eye out for to give any sort of hints about locations in the city, like not just what the city was, but to try to get a sense of where we are within it as we're going along. So I guess if you want to, so a society check then?
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good. There you go. One success as well. So you have 3 tokens towards the success. Kola, what you're doing is when you get into that one area that is the apartment that was collapsed, you maybe help figure out another place to get that, maybe a more common area that might have some directions. Like the people who, or the giants, I should say, who lived here at one time, they couldn't have memorized the city, right? Like they would have to have guide points themselves. And you find something similar to that in one of the. There's a place again. You don't get very far in because over time it just says collapse, and you think that there is, because you got a familiarity with stonework. There's some kind of tragedy that happened here. While the dwarves would be loath to admit it, some of the giants are, the stonework and the subterranean structures that they build. Dwarves would begrudgingly admit that they at least equal those of the dwarves and perhaps exceed in some cases.
100%. This is, and like I said right at the right at the beginning of this segment, right, that Kola seems conflicted by the fact that he feels this, but yeah, it's very clear that his eyes are just open in awe at this. So
you guys reach a point where there's this nice long span that actually leads out. Kola leads you through a little bit of the subterranean city. Falcarol, you got your light going to keep everyone illuminated. You find other ways to Trin keeps where people stumble or have to make their way across where bits have collapsed. You bring them across. And it's when you are moving your way across a span that's you think is going to lead to a series of stairs that will lead up to a point where you can reach this peak. I'd like everyone to give us a perception check, please. Nice. Nat 20. Wow. You guys are killing it today. Trin, you're the one who sees this first. There is a flash near where you guys are heading. There's a reflection, a flash of something. Light on metal. Sunlight on metal. Hi, Anna. And you look up, and that's when you notice something is pinwheeling and hurtling towards you guys. What do you say, Trin?
What sort of size is it? What is it?
It's big.
Oh, okay. I'll just get down, take cover.
Everyone give us a reflex save, please.
And I'll point
I'm imagining like a ballista or something.
Nice.
Reflex.
Okay. You want to hero point that, Falcarol?
I believe so. I don't like the idea of being impaled. Well, no, that didn't even work.
A huge stone crashes down. Falcarol, you take 11 points of damage.
That was most of my life.
What do you guys do? Falcarol's knocked to the side. Actually, give us a why don't you give us a fortitude save? Let's see if you remain standing. Okay, so you're barely on your feet still, but Falcarol looks pretty hurt. He just got hit by this huge boulder.
Look for where it came from and hide from where it can't hit
I
you.
was going to say, can we see where it came from, the direction?
If you're looking up, it seems to be where you're going towards.
But we can't see what's thrown it or launched it.
If you're looking up once again, and you guys have all taken cover, fuck, it's coming again. Another reflex save. Everyone gets plus 2 on it.
Dart ahead. I'm going to die.
Oh, no, Trent.
I'm hero pointing it.
Right.
Okay, there you go. Falcarol success.
I'm out of hero points now.
Yeah, I'm going to have to re-roll that as well.
Is my 15
success.
Okay then?
At 15, yes, you're okay. Oh, you rolled 13 though, didn't you?
I thought you said that plus 2.
Yes. Yeah, it clips.
Okay.
It clips sort of around where you are. It is 4 o'clock my time, so everyone gets a hero point as well. If you have maximum, you don't get any more.
Oh, well.
Okay. So then you guys race ahead. Yeah.
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 And there is one other one that lands, but you guys are moving too quickly for it to track. And then you hear something echo across. Who speaks Jotun again? Is it only Kola?
I speak it as well.
Okay. You hear a voice shout out, and it bellows and echoes out across the peak, or the space between the two peaks. Leave!
What?
I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
Leave!
Well, he's the first person thing we found here. I think he's who we need to find. So, not an option.
What do you guys wish to do?
I would like to hit myself with a healing spell and then continue on.
Do you want to try and heal yourself, bandage yourself? You're
10
traveling
minutes?
over a span of hours at this point, so you certainly could take 10 minutes. And you're once you get to the far end of the span, you're going to be back inside.
Okay.
Unless
Yeah,
they're mountain-piercing stones, then...
I will attempt to medicine myself.
Okay.
Hey! That's
Nice. So 2d8. There you go.
good. Not max, but I'm better.
Okay.
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 I suggest maybe we look at the box now we've sort of seen someone.
It's still sealed.
We need to hunt him down and maybe start with a
choice.
box this time. Instead of trying to fight it.
I don't know. I'm getting a weird feeling. I'm not sure what to do about it. There's a part of me that wants to, in Jotun, call out to whoever this is and beckon them to us and to be steadfast, so they know we're going to be steadfast. We're not going to leave, but specifically more, we will not abandon you. I don't know. That's more Andrew talking, I'll admit. If this is the final person or like denizen of this, of what society this once was, I mean, maybe they're this feeling of oppressive loneliness and exhaustion that we've been feeling ever since we got here. Imagine living in this for however long this individual has been here. I mean, think about what that would do to you. At a certain point, the loneliness becomes a shield.
Maybe
I don't know.
Offer to share a hearth with it and eat over a fire.
Is the answer...
Cola absent-mindedly just twists a little ring on his finger. An utterly unmagical ring for the purpose of this session. But I mean, I'm tempted to do just that and just like to not be antagonistic towards whoever this is and invite them and to join in communion with us, you know.
I'm in agreement.
Whatever we do, it's obvious that the box is going to be involved, so we need to be close to it, one way or the other.
Oh, the box is. I'm staying close to that. I don't know.
We go to them or they come to us. They know we're here.
Yeah, but that's also part of this. I think. I don't know. There's something.
You can.
They've been
try.
watching us since we like. They've known where we are this entire time. Someone's been watching us since we got here. And I mean, that also says that if they wanted to engage with us, they would have by now. But maybe it's not that. Maybe it's that they have been as apprehensive about us as we are about this place. Maybe they just need the invitation.
I don't think he's going to come down. We might have to go to him.
I don't see any harm in trying it, if you feel strongly.
We can go to them. I don't have a problem with that either.
I'm in agreement.
Okay.
Let's see if we can do this peacefully.
Sure. So it sounds then like another skill that has opened itself up for this task is stealth.
I'm fairly decent with that.
I mean, maybe. I guess. Okay, I guess. I've been my whole previous like what I've been saying just now is more. Let's just be quite open about it and call out and invite them.
While you heard their voice, that's a giant shouting out at you.
Oh,
your voice
okay.
would be swallowed by the.
No, fair. I guess I'm just saying like subterfuge is not really what I'm suggesting, but.
Right, and I don't mean to sneak up and attack, but like to get in distance to have a conversation. Anytime you're outside and exposed, you may be subject to, you know.
Right. If they really don't want to talk, we need the opportunity. We need to get close enough to force a conversation first, or else we'll probably just have to dodge a whole bunch of boulders flying our way. Fair.
Apparently, I'm not good at that.
I'm not very dexterous with my big whopping 0.
So how's Trin at sneaking?
Be good at sneaking, yeah.
This will be interesting.
Cola,
Pieces
how's
as well.
your athletics?
My athletics, I'm trained. I
Okay.
have a 3.
So, where Trin did athletics last time, Cola perhaps could assist with that?
Yeah. Because I sure as hell am not going to be helping much with the stealth.
Yeah, and just because since we're all changing up, Falker, if I might make a suggestion, perception, to keep an eye out for your...
For incoming boulders or spots to dart to?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, and
sounds good.
if he's been moving around or they've been moving around out here, then you want to, don't want to have them coming from a different direction. So then, who would like to make the first check? And once they do that, Falco, you'll be able to make another medicine check.
Okay. So you let Trin head off first, and then I can see if anything responds to his movement, and then send Cola out.
Yeah.
This is the Forgotten Realms equivalent of the canary in the coal mine, and we call it the knoll on the mountain.
Well, he's so fast.
Knoll in the mountain.
So go ahead. I think Trin, sorry, are you doing stealth then?
Yeah, I'll try the stealth.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a critical. That is 2 tokens towards it. So
Nice.
you have, you only need 1 more token to reach the peak of this. Falco, why don't you go ahead and give us a medicine check if you like, or you can get Cola to do it on you, whichever you'd prefer. Cola is sitting on 3 hero
I would
points.
vote for Cola.
Yeah, so I'll do a medicine check on Falcarol.
Okay. There
Look
you
at
go.
I'll need 4, so
Okay. So 2d8. Come on, big money. There you go.
hey, well,
back topped up
24s are
once
rolling
again.
out.
Okay, so last stretch, guys. We only need 1 more token to succeed in this task and reach the very top. You've been very careful thus far to avoid exposing yourself. In fact, covering up, I think, Trin, you're making sure people are covering up pieces of metal and things like that to avoid any light reflecting and whatnot when you guys are outside.
And I will try to find if he's there, see if he's spotting us. So
Yeah,
I'll
sure. Go
go
ahead,
with
give us a perception check. On hero point that?
I would, yes.
Cam? Oh, you
We're gonna
have
get
no
seen.
idea where he is.
Okay.
No idea. So, Cola, it is down to you. Athletics.
So athletics, I think, if Trin's been like darting around and hiding, I'm thinking Cola is not naturally stealthy, but he's not stupid. He could maybe mimic Trin's movements and kind
That's
of
what you've been
follow,
doing,
but-
yeah. Like the way
and
we treat
run-
these skill challenges, remember, think of it like a montage. We're seeing different moments when you guys are having, you're contributing to
okay.
the overall task. What Trin has been doing is getting you guys to sneak along. Falcarol's been keeping an eye out for
okay.
this
So
thing.
we're assuming that that mimicry is something we assume is baked into the process. Then.
Exactly, and what you're
Okay,
doing with
okay.
with your athletics is you're the one who's kind of helping everyone with the heavy bits and whatnot, and like
Yeah.
dragging people up.
Okay, pulling them all up and
Yeah.
and stuff.
Whereas last time
Okay.
you were reading trying to get a sense of how the city is laid out, and
Right. Maybe where I'm helping is to try to make it like if we have to do a lifting thing, I help make it get it done quicker, and therefore
Yeah.
adding to the stealth. or
well,
whatever.
you're the indefatigable dwarven species, right? That's actually good enough. All you need is 1 more.
Oh,
So,
right.
guys, you are able to come across this, and it is once again across a span, and you are able to see who has been watching over you. Let me resize this person for you, and then I will reveal. In 3, 2.
Yes! Look at this thing. I need the art for this. Oh my god!
So he seems to be up here, and he
Is
seems
this a
to be
storm?
alone. It is a frost.
I mean, I'm not going to apply the knowledge in game, of course,
Yeah.
but this is Frost Giant. Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, I think with some things in Pathfinder, as in D&D and whatnot too, there are certain creatures that are just so ubiquitous or ubiquitously known? Like,
oh, it was more
Yeah.
just for like just knowledge of the artwork itself. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Frost
was
Giant.
my interest. Oh,
Yeah.
it's just beautiful.
Yeah. So he seems to be keeping close watch, and that massive mallet of his is kept by his side. You have spent very limited time around frost giants, and those that you have spent time around seem to be always angry with you. You seem to remember one with an anvil on the end of a chain being tossed at you. So it's difficult to tell how angry this one is, but he does seem quite agitated. He also seems to be quite alone. There's no one else up here with him. What do you guys intend to do?
He sees us for sure, right?
No, not yet.
No, okay.
You succeeded in the stealth before, too, so you're able to complete this whole thing without being spotted. Where you are right now is probably, it is unfortunately going across a fairly open span to reach where he is, and then there's different levels within there probably, but they're scaled for giants, not for small creatures. It's probably a span of about 100 feet to reach across. What are you guys thinking? There is a little pile of broken mortar that he has next to him as well, too. And by mortar, I mean 150 to 250 pound boulders.
Well, I think Falcro will look at his two companions and nod, and he'll stand up and move about 30 feet in and raise his voice and says, "Hail, Frost Giant! Please don't squish me."
Okay. Why don't you give us a diplomacy check, please?
I'm not good at that. I have no hero points left.
I was really hoping to diplome ourselves. That's not a word, Andrew.
You're hoping to be diplomatic?
To be diplomatics in this
Okay. Everyone click on your token, please.
one. Oh boy.
Now, if you beat it,
Oh,
let me put
boy.
what I've got for. Okay, I got a 24.
Yeah, no, getting squished.
Okay. So, this thing looks over. I'm going to spend one action seeking to see where you are, but you're not making any effort to hide, so I'm not going to bother making any roll. It then grabs a giant piece of pale bluish gray stone and hurls it at you. That fucking 30 in total.
That's a crit.
It's a crit.
Yep, squished.
So, fortunately, it's only a clipping. It doesn't hit you squarely. That is 14 points of damage. And give us a fortitude save, please.
Yep, on my back.
And you sprawl to the ground. Coda, you're up next. What are you doing?
I thought we were gonna talk this out.
I tried. Bring in the box.
I don't know. Okay. I can do that. Magic takes 2 actions, so I'm gonna go up to. I gotta get there. I want to talk to him. Okay.
What are you thinking?
Falcon will heal yourself.
You haven't attacked him yet.
No.
Nobody has.
No. So I'm going to take the box out and say, "We've traveled far to give you a gift."
Okay. Give us a diplomacy check, please.
And we're not here to fight. Diplomacy. I don't like that mod.
You got a hero point.
Yeah, but I get minus things to.
Well, they have 20s on dice.
Oh, I'm aware.
There you go. So he grabs this thing and he hears you walking it. And how are you presenting this box towards him?
I have it proffered. Well, first of all, I think if you'll indulge me just a little bit, I think what I would do is make a show of literally putting away my weapons to take the box out and proffer it before me, take a couple of careful steps ahead, kneel, and place the box on the snow in front of me.
Okay. So
if
you
that's
do
not too
so.
much
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do
that's great.
In the action economy here.
So he looks, and he's got that huge mallet over his shoulder still, and he's shifting back and forth, and he's looking, trying to see what it is. And he says in Jotun, because I'm assuming you spoke in Jotun as well.
Yeah.
What is this trick?
Is that my turn, or can I?
You can. We can drop out of it. He's not attacking, so we don't need to follow the initiative order, unless one of you guys are planning on attacking.
This is no trick. We cannot open the box. I don't know what's in it. But
So you brought it here to have me open it for you.
You're mighty.
We were asked by a friend to deliver this as a gift to. When we asked, we did not know who was supposed to receive this gift, but we were told we would know when we met them. You are the only person here. This must be for you.
This is a deception by a dwarf and an elf.
How many dwarves do you know who take the time to learn the language of your people?
Your kind has long sought our secrets. You've come to our capital. I may be the last guardian, but you will not steal from us.
He's still not attacking, though.
So I think Falcor will groan and pull himself, bloodied, off the ground, kind of half stumble towards the box and grab it and start walking slowly towards the giant. No weapons out, maybe halfway to him, and set the box down.
Okay.
And then step back about 10 feet and just sit there. No trick. And cough up a little bit of blood.
Why would you bring this here? I know of no others, and the last of my kind died centuries ago.
We are honoring the wish of a friend that is no longer. He wished us to help. And thus we help.
What help do you believe I need? I am the guardian of this capital.
Falcor, he kind of looks down and says that you are the third that we've sought to help. The first, we sated a hunger that could not be sated. The second, we brought healing to those that were diseased. This place is lonely and cold. Perhaps this box holds something that will help alleviate that in you.
What? You may be the guardian of this place, but other than if the people are all gone, a guardian guards a people, not a thing, not a place. Because a place has no value if the people who constructed it are no more. What do you guard? Against whom?
I am the last of the giants. My kind are all gone. I will not lie down and die. I will watch us until the last of our kind, pass.
A truly noble ambition and commitment.
Perhaps
doing this alone is something that needs not be. You do not need to be a martyr to honor your people and to keep this solitary watch. Solitude will only drive you mad in the end. I know this.
Doctor will look up and says, "May we watch with you?"
Why would you do such a thing? To turn this over to the elves?
I did not say we would take your place, but we would watch with you.
Guys, might I ask, have you seen frost giants?
I've seen it before.
Like our characters, that is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't the giants we encountered in the Dale, frost giants?
Yep.
The one that threw Mo off a cliff.
Oh, wait a minute,
was a
sorry.
frost giant.
So this comes again, my question of because I have not been wanting to make any assumptions about where we are in the Crystal Shard campaign or anything, but are you saying that we are post? So all the things that have happened to our characters have happened to our characters. Well, then this is simple. I'll turn to him and I'll say, why do you believe yourself alone? Why do you believe you are not the last?
I am the last. The
This is a
lands
lie.
around us turn to small folk.
But this is a falsehood.
You call me a liar, dwarf?
Not a liar, no, but perhaps misinformed. We have seen others of your kind.
What? Where?
We have-
Many across the flowing sea to the north.
What?
Yes.
In the Icewind Dale, near the 10 towns.
They exist.
They thrive.
Boom, boom. He stomps down the road.
Do not lie to me. Trickery I will see through.
Do we still have? Oh no, it would be a bad idea to show him something we had if it was
Severed
the
head of a
Giants.
giant. Look, guys, give me.
Yeah, look. I mean, well, I mean, he was alive when I saw him, obviously. But didn't I? Hold on a second. Wasn't it? Kola didn't start the campaign speaking Jotun.
Neither did I.
We learned Jotun through our interactions with those giants.
With the Goliaths.
With the Goliaths. That's true.
I think there was a potion
You
that
parlayed
granted
with
us.
at least one giant. You fought 3 groups of frost giants so far?
Yeah.
What were the giants we met at the one hill that we flew to the west?
You
Were those
met with
frost
the
giants?
ancestors, the Thanes, and bartered with them for that lens.
Oh, that's where I thought we got it from. But I forgot it was the Goliaths. But that's fine. I can still say that. Yeah, we have met with the giant who, and we've met with their leaders at the moot.
He looks. You remember that there is that lens that you have that you can look through.
You mean the frame, the mirror, the picture frame?
Because were you not able to see Grimskala through that?
Oh yeah, we were. Here's the problem with that. That little trinket was in the bag that
with
the
frost
giants took.
Yep, there you go.
No.
So then he looks at you. Falcor, Kola, and Trin, would you each give us a perception check once again?
Oh,
Kola, perhaps it's because you are closest to, or maybe it's because you've got that dwarven thing. You think you hear the turning of a mechanism in the blue box.
Can I try to open the box?
If you step forward, and when you do so, he sort of, readies the thing.
I do not mean harm, and you know I cannot harm you even if I wanted to. I'm going to slowly put my hand on the box and try to see if the latch would come undone or whatever.
You pull it open.
Huh.
And sitting within the box is a blue key. The very blue key that Trin thought he may have misplaced.
If I take it, is it cold?
Colda, you once again speak with the words of your friend. You need not be alone. I am no longer lonely. I am free from such things. And from this moment on, I live in the memories of my friends and companions. You need not be alone. And if you bring the key out, it grows as you hand it over to him. And as soon as it is placed in his hand, an enormous blue door appears. He looks down at you and looks at the door, places the key in the door, and it once again opens up, now large enough to accommodate him. And inside, awaiting, is the bartender. And he says, "Come in, friends. You need not be alone."
Turn to the giant. He means you too. Come with us.
He looks down at you.
Come and meet your kin.
Without any further pause, he walks in. And when the last of you have gone in, the door closes, it vanishes. And I think that is where we end our story. So, for those listening at home, for those who knew Mo through the channel, whether as a viewer, as a player, Mo, you will not be forgotten. We treasure our time that we spent with you, and we thank you for choosing to spend your time with us. Mo, we hope that you would have enjoyed this last mission for Mo. So, I will close with, once again, just saying that there is a link down below to the Macmillan Cancer Support. That is a charity that specifically benefits individuals living and undergoing treatment for cancer in the UK, where Mo lived. Had Mo not passed away, I'm certain he would have availed himself of something like that. So if you would like to make a donation, we're not tracking anything or anything like that, but there is a link down below where you can learn about ways not only you can donate, but you can also fundraise for them. I was not able to set up a fundraising campaign because I don't live in the UK, but if you want to do anything like that to further support that, I know Mo would really appreciate that as well. So, guys, this one was for Mo. For those listening at, I guess first off, I'll do a reverse this order. I want to say not only a huge thank you to Darren and to John and to Andrew for playing today. A huge thank you to everyone who commented today. Our players' Discord server is full of people sharing sentiments and thoughts and memories of Mo. So we're all thinking of him today. He is deeply, deeply missed. Mo has left an impression on me as a dungeon master, me as a friend. I really miss him at his table. But we will be remembering you from now until, we shuffle off this mortal coil as well. So I'm not going to do any plugs for anything else to wrap up. I'll leave it to you guys. Anything you guys wish to say before we call it a session? That's okay.
No, I do. I just
Sure.
we'll see. We'll see you in the in between, Mo.
Ugh, I can't follow that up. Thanks, Mo.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, and thanks for being a part of that fun and being a part of our community.
Yeah, I mean, I only played with Mo a couple of times, but I really enjoyed those times, and I know how much he, touched other people, and the amount of comments I saw in YouTube videos and that, most of the comments were normally about Mo. So he obviously touched a lot of people's lives.
Yeah. So with that, we will bring our mission for Mo to a conclusion. So thank you so much to everybody who joined us in our memorial session. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it with that. So thank you, everybody. We hope this finds you healthy, safe, and weathering the current crisis as well as can be expected. We hope that we've given you some fond memories of Mo to think of. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.